Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Well, good afternoon, Lander Tiger fans. Lander basketball is on the air, and the last regular season game for the Tigers is just a few minutes away. Lander Valley Lady Tigers and the Tigers today taking on the team from Powell. This was the Tigers' first conference game of the year, and it's the last conference game of the year before we move to the regional championships up in Powell. I'm Ernie Over. Along with me is Travis Gupton today, and we are going to be doing the play-by-play and analysis of the Lander Tiger and Powell game. The last time these two teams met, Lander won over the Lady Panthers 47-25. And, since that time, Lander's record has improved to 16-3. And they're 5-0 in conference play. Powell is at 7-13, and they are 1-4 in conference. Last night, the Powell Lady Panthers played at Lovell, and they lost that game 36-26. And if you recall our broadcast on Thursday, Lander defeated Lovell 54-34. So on paper, Travis, it looks like a good game for Lander.
Yeah, absolutely. This Lady Tigers team, I've been watching from afar. Obviously, I've been covering Riverton all season, but I'm really excited to see this Lander Valley Ladies Tigers team. Last time I got to see them was against Riverton here, and it was a fun game. And like you said, this is a dominating team. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
This is the Bailey's Enterprises, Bailey Tire and Auto Center pregame show here on the radio today, KFCW 93.1. And we were talking at the Powell game. We stopped up at the new Bailey's Pit Stop in Worland, and let me tell you what, folks, that is one of the nicest convenience stores I've been in my life. It's actually a full-scale grocery store because Worland has a shortage of grocery stores, and I tell you what, there was something for everybody in there, Travis.
Man, I've only got to see the one in Riverton, and it's really nice. Bailey Tire and Auto Pit Stop, all the places in there, really fun, really nice, really very nice convenience store. The food there is awesome, and always really nice people when I go in.
Yeah, I had chicken strips there. They had a deli right in you walk in the door. It was really amazing. But the Lander Valley Tigers, the Lady Tigers, are in first place in the Northwest Quadrant with a 5-1 record. Worland is second, Lovell is third, and Powell is in fourth. Overall, Lander has the best record at 16-3. Worland's 9-11. Lovell is 13-7, and the Powell Panthers are 7-13. The interesting thing that we've talked about before, we've got the district tournament coming up in Powell. And Lander has already played every Southwest Quadrant team and defeated them all. So Lander's going to be very comfortable going into the tournament. They're going to have a lot of knowledge about those teams from the Southwest that they'll be playing again.
Yeah, this is, I feel like they're ready for the bright lights. I feel like they're ready for the spotlight. It's going to be really, I think, honestly, Lander Valley Lady Tigers regional championship to lose.
And I think you're right there. And, of course, on any given night, that's why we play the games. And the Tigers are warming up on the floor right now, the Lady Tigers. And let's see, they're waiting for the basketball. That's what they were waiting for. Coach Cyril Stauffenberg is going to go with the same starting lineup as we take a look at the Sutherland's Home Improvement Center starting lineups. It will be the sophomore Talene Tendor, the senior Demi Stauffenberg, the junior Ryan Bell, the senior Whitney Hansen, and the senior Megan Winfield. And I believe we are going to have the playing of the national anthem here and the singing. So we're going to take just a little bit of break, and we'll be right back with our other starting lineups.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Let's see where thank you, lady. Back again at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse, and we're about to have the starting lineups introduced. And as they are doing this time, we're having a spotlight on the starting lineups again for Lander: Talene Tendor, Demi Stauffenberg, Ryan Bell, Whitney Hansen, and Megan Winfield. And for the Powell Lady Panthers, we're going to go with Wacy Harvey, Callie Wineski, also Maddie Campbell, Caitlin Floy, and Megan Jacobson. For the Panthers, their top scorer is Maddie Campbell. She comes in at 9 points a game. Caitlin Floy is the runner-up with 7 points a game, along with Wacy Harvey at 7 points a game. And for your Lander Tigers, Demi Stauffenberg, the top scorer at 11 points a game. Whitney Hansen at 8 points a game. Megan Winfield has the hot hand at 13 points a game. Talene Tendor at 7 points a game. So statistically, you would think that Lander Valley would have the edge here, Travis. And this is the last game for the Lander seniors. And they're having quite a production here. We've got spotlights out. We've got music. Really a nice introduction for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, I feel like I'm at a Chicago Bulls game. This is the song that they play before the Bulls come out. And honestly, they deserve this. They've had a tremendous season. This is how you should go out at home right here.
Yeah, and they're undefeated at home. So the 16-3 record. The losses, 2 losses came in the opening of Douglas tournament, and since then they've been on a hot roll. So we're almost ready to go here. The lights are back on at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse here in Lander. And as usual, it will be Talene Tendor that will be in the center jump ring for the Tiger on top of the big paw there. And going for Powell, it'll be Sage Kidd. So here's the tip, and it's going to go to Powell. And Maddie Campbell gets the ball right off the back, and it goes over to Harvey. Harvey on the far side outside. Back over to Campbell. She's on top of the arc, standing on the tiger paw there. On the near side it comes, and underneath there's a nice block on the play, but Tendor's got her with the body and the block, so it'll be a foul against Lander. Talene Tendor going to the free throw line. Megan Jacobson for the Powell Panthers.
Nice drive and nice attempt there by Jacobson.
First free throw is not good, hits the front of the rim, so she'll get one more. Play just underway. We've gone 19 seconds so far. First opportunity to score is Powell. Free throw is not good, and the rebound goes to Megan Winfield. Winfield brings it down for the Tigers. She takes it all the way down and lost the handle on the ball. Turnover, Lander, and it'll give it right back to Powell. So Campbell comes down with it. She's on top of the arc, looking to the left side, and throws it to the right side. With it is Kidd. Back on top of the key to Jacobson. Back on the far side now to Harvey underneath the basket. Shots up, off, not good. The tip is up, and it falls in. And that will be Megan Jacobson. And that time the Panthers blocked out a little bit better than the Tigers and got the rebound and the score. So now here's Hansen. Throws it up, off, not good, and we have a foul going to be called on Powell underneath the basket, and it's going to go against Jacobson, the girl who just had that point. So the Tigers will take it out of bounds, just underway, 2-0 Powell. Lander has it under the Powell basket. There's Ryan Bell. Bell makes a move toward the paint, lost the ball, but picked it up. Winfield has it now to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg, far side outside, can't drive the baseline, pops it on top to Tendor. Tendor was hotter than a pistol against Lovell. She had 15 points in the first quarter in Thursday night's game against Lovell. She drives the baseline, puts it up, and it bounces around, not good, and the rebound is going to go to Powell. Coming away with it is Wacy Harvey. She's going to take it all the way down coast to coast and has the ball knocked away from her. It'll go off Winfield and out of bounds.
Not really the start that you're looking for if you're the Lady Tigers. Nothing really going offensively for them in the first few minutes of this one.
Powell with the ball. Now it's Wineski out on the outside side to Campbell. Campbell gives it back to Harvey. Harvey to Campbell. Just dribbling it on top of the key. Now over to Kidd. Kidd almost has the ball taken away to Harvey. Harvey in the middle of the lane dishes it off to Campbell. Her shot for three, no, not good. Rebounded by Stauffenberg. Demi brings it down to Tendor. Tendor drives all the way down on the right key. Cross-court pass it goes. Winfield has it in the corner. That's her favorite place to shoot from, and she scores. Megan Winfield, and we've got a 2-all tie, and that time the Tigers moved the ball effectively and got the points.
Yeah, Winfield was able to get into her favorite spot, as you said. I've seen tape on her. She will shoot it from there all day long.
And the midcourt trap works as the Tigers get a turnover over Powell. There's Tendor from the far side outside. Nothing but net. 3 points for Talene Tendor.
Nice find there and a nice three-point shot by Talene Tendor.
And that's set up by the half-court trap. Powell avoids that this time. On top of the key is Campbell. She dribbles it slowly, calling some directions now. Having folks move around. Sage Kidd with it now. Kidd on top of the key to Jacobson. Back over to Harvey. Harvey to Wineski. Now back over to Jacobson. Jacobson on top of the key to Harvey. They're looking to try to get someone open underneath. There it is. It's Campbell, but she loses the ball. Second turnover by Powell. And Talene Tendor all the way down. Lays it up and in. Talene Tendor. And now she has 5 points in the game. Top scorer for the Tigers as it's 7-2 on our WYO Today Media scoreboard. Full court pressure by the Tigers in the backfield, and it's broken. And whistle, and we have a timeout called by Powell. With 4:14 to go in the first period, Lander 7, Powell 2, and we'll be back after this.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Lander 7, Powell 2 here in the first period. We're halfway through, just 4:14 to go in the first period. No lineup changes. Wineski has the ball. Over to Campbell. Campbell drives the lane, puts up a nice shot and in. That was a good drive. She spotted the opening that time and has her first points of the game. Here's Ryan Bell down court to Stauffenberg on the near side. Hansen drives the baseline, stops in the middle of the lane, shoots off the glass. No, it's not good. Rebound by Bell. She gets it back to Whitney Hansen. Hansen across the key to Winfield. Winfield dribbles it, does a 360 move, gives it off to Bell. Bell just outside the arc to Winfield. Her shot is going to be short, and she gets her own rebound. 3-on-2 underneath the basket. Her shot is good. Megan Winfield with her 4th point of the game. And Travis, that's perseverance.
Yeah, that's a lot of moving around for Megan Winfield. Good job getting her offensive rebound, the shot back up and good.
Campbell with it. Dishes it out. Now on top of the key, it's Harvey. She's going to dribble it across the top of the circle. Stops. Still dribbling. There's a bounce pass over in the far side to Wineski. Wineski drives in the paint, puts a shot off the glass. It's too strong. Rebound goes to Powell. Next shot up, off, not good by Kidd. Rebounded by the Tigers. Hansen all alone for 2.
That was a nice find by Demi Stauffenberg with a baseball pass or football pass, if you're like me and like football, all the way down the court.
So Powell comes back now. Here's Campbell. Campbell has the ball, has her pocket picked. That was Talene Tendor that got the turnover. And so now the Tigers are in business in the forecourt. There's Hansen. Hansen just off the right wing calling instructions. She dribbles to her left. Now reverses direction. In the corner, Tendor has it. Tendor underneath, whistle, and we have a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Jacobson. That's her 2nd personal foul. Not a shooting foul. Now we have a couple subs coming in. Caitlin Floy coming in. And let's see who else came in there. Sage Kidd has been in there. We have 25 came in. And that was Ratliff. Okay, the Tigers have it on the baseline. There's a shot by Tendor. It's up, off, not good. Jumping high for the rebound is Harvey. And she'll get the Panthers right down the floor quite smartly. Cross pass, ball's knocked away by Tendor. Nice defensive move by Tendor, but Powell retains possession. Campbell underneath to the new gal who came in, Ratliff, and she almost lost the handle. And there's a long one by Campbell for 3. No, not good. Tendor with the rebound for Lander. Talene brings it down the floor. Stops on top of the arc, over to Stauffenberg on the left side. Stauffenberg moves in the lane, off the glass, no, and she draws the foul and will go to the line for 2 charity stripes. And that was a good move by Stauffenberg. She saw the opening and took it.
Yeah, off the dribble, she took it to her right and almost had a wide open lane to the basket, but she was blocked off but fouled on the way to the basket.
There's the deep knee bend, and the basket is up and good. And it goes 12-4 on our WYO Today Media scoreboard.
I had the opportunity to speak with Demi Stauffenberg. We're going to do a feature on her later. I'll finish after this thought.
And the next one is good, so she's 2 for 2.
And she's just a nice girl overall, very humble, very team-oriented, and it was an honor to be able to talk to her.
Maddie Campbell brings it into the forecourt, all the way down in the corner. Now with it is Harvey. Harvey across the key, back to Campbell. Campbell on the left side now underneath. There's a nice give and go, but it's off Kidd's hand. Pass was too strong, goes out of bounds. That's the 4th turnover.
Yeah, really you're wanting to float that more than just baseball it in. Too much heat went off the fingertips.
Ryan Bell brings it down into the forecourt for the Lady Tigers. Bounce pass in the corner to Winfield. Or no, that's Kiara Friday. She just came into the game. Here's Ryan Bell with the game again. She drives in, makes a turn, throws it up and in. Ryan Bell for 2, her first 2 points of the game, and it goes 15-4. Lander with the big lead. Harvey over to Campbell. Those are the 2 playmaking guards for the Powell Lady Panthers. They're dressed in their black uniforms today with orange numbers and letters trimmed in white. Had a lot of black and orange here today. The previous girls' championship game in Class 1A was between 2 teams with black and orange, and the team from Cokeville won that one. Okay, there's a steal. Nice steal by Stauffenberg in the lane, off the glass for 2.
That was good eye coordination, eye-hand coordination for Demi Stauffenberg.
And that's the end of the first period of play. And after 1, it's the Lander Valley Lady Tigers 17 and the Powell Lady Panthers 4. Back after this.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers basketball on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Back again at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Ernie Over and Travis Gumpton with you here on the last regular season game of the year for the Lander Valley Tigers. And at the end of 1, they have a substantial lead here, 17-4. And Lander has scored the last 8 points of this basketball game. And the Tigers will have the ball to start the second 8 minutes of play. And it'll be Tendor that'll bring it down for the Lady Tigers. She moves to the right-hand side, starts giving directions. Now she's on the right arc over to Winfield on the left side. Winfield just dribbling the ball. Now underneath the Tendor. Tendor just outside of the lane, turns and is fouled as she goes up. Personal is going to be whistled against Mackenzie Ratliff, and that'll be her first. At the line is Taline Tendor. Her first trip is a good one as she cans it. And it is, she now has 6 points in the game. 18-4 the score. Tendor's next shot, also good. Nothing but net there. And it goes 19-4.
She didn't waste any time on those free throws. I don't even think she took a dribble.
Down court now is Harvey. Harvey off to, let's see, that's Kidd. And she double dribbles. That's the 5th turnover by the Powell Panthers. 7:26 to go here until halftime. Lander 19, Powell 4. Tendor to bring it down. She walks it into the forecourt. Still bouncing the ball, looking for some help on the near side, and she gets it to Friday. But Friday, the pass was a little bit too low, and it bounced away. Taking it coast to coast was Harvey, and she is fouled underneath the basket by Kiara Friday. Friday's first personal foul of the contest.
And that was close. That could have really gone either way. It looked like Friday had a position, but the referee saw it otherwise.
So we have Kiara Friday and Taline Tendor. We have Hansen is out there, Whitney Hansen, Taline Tendor. We also have Darian Bell is in the game now for the Tigers, along with Megan Winfield. So that's the 5 for the Tigers. Free throws up, not good.
Harvey, a 39% free throw shooter.
And the second one is not good either. Rebound by Kiera Friday. So the Tigers go the other way. All the way down court is Megan Winfield. She's in the lane, blocked out there, over to Tendor now. Tendor at the baseline, stops, throws it across key to Darian Bell. Darian backs her way into the paint and then gives it off to Hansen. Hansen just outside the arc, moves to the left side, dribbling the ball. Getting a little bit of pressure that time from Ratliff. Over to Tendor for three. It's too long, not good. Rebound goes to Powell, and the ball's on the floor, picked up by Harvey. Harvey, long pass down court to Ratliff. Her shot's good. Well, that's the first time the Panthers have gotten away from the Tigers on the fast break. And it goes 19-6. Tendor on the right wing loses the basketball. Another turnover by the Tigers. They now have 5 all the way. Harvey lays it up and misses the layup. The tip is up and not good. Another tip is finally up and good. And that's by Gretel Ops. She gets the basket. And it's 11-point lead, 19-8. Bell coming back into the game. Ryan Bell and Demi Stauffenberg back into the game for the Tigers.
Taylene Tendor went off, and she got really elbowed in the mouth, and they took her off. She had a little bit of a cut there on her lip.
Here's Ryan Bell in the corner on the far side outside to Whitney Hansen. Hansen calling directions off to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg on the right wing. Now she makes a move toward the lane. Hands it off to Friday. Friday over to Bell. Bell all alone, lays it up and in.
That was too easy. Open lane for Bell. There was no one even close to her. She could have walked there.
And she almost did. Not the walk in the basketball violation sense, but in the pedestrian movement sense. Here we go, Campbell. She's the playmaker for the Powell Panthers. Dishes it over on the far side to Lauren Bennett. Now back on the near side it goes to Caitlin Floyd, and there's another turnover. Powell having ball control issues. Here's Megan Winfield. She backs her way in off the glass. 2 more for Megan Winfield. Now with 6 points in the game, and it's 23-8. 15-point lead. There's another turnover. And we have a foul going to be called on the Panthers, Lauren Bennett. And we have 5 team fouls now against 2 for Lander.
That was a nice spin move by Megan Winfield on the other end. She left her defender all alone looking up at her as she shot and scored.
4:46 to go until halftime. Lander with a big lead. Here's Hansen. Whitney, my goodness, Ernie. Whitney Hansen, yeah. Okay. Megan Winfield has got the ball over to Stauffenberg. She doesn't take the 3, dishes it off to Winfield. That's one of Winfield's favorite shooting spots right there. Instead, she dribbles it across the key to Ryan Bell. Bell off to Hansen. Hansen in the middle of the lane, stops, back over to Winfield. Winfield in the paint, puts up a shot. No, not good. Rebound by Stauffenberg. Shot's not good. And Powell comes away with the basketball. Long pass down court to Ops. Underneath it goes, and the shot is not good. And the rebound goes to Ops, and she puts it in again. So that's her second basket of the game coming off the bench. And it's 23-10. A 13-point lead for the Tigers. Here's Whitfield, far side outside, launches the 3 ball. That's nothing. It's an air ball and kicked back in. Lander has it. Hansen in the paint, brings it back out to Ryan Bell. Bell now off to Hansen again. Underneath it goes to Friday. Stauffenberg was open for a second, but the pass was too low from Friday, and she had to kick it back outside. So now here's Hansen. She launches a 3 that's short, and the rebound out of bounds, and it'll go to Powell.
That was a very methodical 2 offensive possessions for the Lady Tigers. It took about almost 2 minutes off the clock in the first half.
Lacey Harvey back into the game, replacing Maddie Campbell for Powell, and Kiera Friday comes out of the game for the Lander Valley Tigers. So down court now, Powell's got the basketball. That's Harvey. Harvey looking for someone to throw it to and finally finds Ops. OPPS, Ops. And on the near side, there's a shot by Ops, up off, not good, rebounded by the Tigers. Stauffenberg has it, almost has it popped away from her. She outlets it to Tendor. Tendor stops, bounce pass underneath, all alone is Ryan Bell for 2 more.
Nice find.
6 points for Ryan Bell, but that was a good look by Tendor. She spotted Bell, and Bell had isolated herself just on the outside of the lane, and Tendor was able to get her to the basketball. 25-10, 15-point lead. Powell with the basketball. Coming out of the game now is Gretel Ops. And going back in is Katie Wisniewski, and a travel. 7th turnover by Powell. Tigers pressure showing a little bit there. 2:30 to go. First half of play, 25-10. Tigers with a 15-game winning streak, and they're undefeated here at home. Across the court, Ryan Bell has it. Bell drives the lane, puts it up and in. What a nice, sweet move by Ryan Bell. She saw the lane was open and went ahead and took it, Travis.
Yeah, Bell has really nice speed, and she has really nice handles to splitting the defenders as we got a foul on the floor.
And it's going to go against Whitney Hansen. That'll be her first, only the 3rd team foul against the Tigers. Powell has 5. So Wineski is taking the ball out of bounds for Powell, gets it into Harvey. Back to Wineski. Dribbling it on top of the key. Looking to the left side to Harvey. Harvey in the middle of the lane. There's a nice little push off and a travel. Well, I tell you, that was a good play design, but the ball handling wasn't good, and the turnover gives it to Lander, leading by 17 here with just under 2 minutes to go in the first half of play.
Yeah, the Lady Panthers looked at the referee like, don't catch me.
Yeah, all alone underneath the basket. Stauffenberg, her shot is missed. She had a little bit of defense on her there, and now we have a held ball that'll go to Powell. Nice defense again by Talene Tendor as she tied up Sage Kidd on the play.
I'll tell you what, Tendor is just a really hard defender. I remember when she played against Riverton, it was not fun for the Lady Wolverines.
Wineski had the ball, and we have a foul called on the Tigers. And it's against Stauffenberg. That'll be her first.
I was about to say we were having a quick first half, and then quickly we get 2 fouls in a row.
Megan Winfield coming out now for the Tigers. Darian Bell is back in for Lander. There's a shot from the corner by Campbell that's not good. Rebounded by Ryan Bell. It's a 3-on-2 down court. Darian Bell takes a shot. It's an air ball. Pulled out of the air there by Harvey, and we go the other way. Harvey off to Campbell. Campbell quickly down court off to Wisniewski. Shot's not good, and we have a foul on Powell underneath the basket. And it goes against Caitlin Floyd, her first. So with 1:03 to go, 63 ticks of the clock, Lander will have the ball here just before halftime, leading 27-10.
And I feel like they're not going to be in any hurry of any kind of shot until probably the very last or maybe second to last shot. Never mind.
Here's Hansen on top of the key. She wanted to take the 3, it looked like, or she was faking out her opponent. Did not do it. Now it's Tendor. Back to Hansen. Hansen, far side outside, heaves it across the court to Ryan Bell. 38 seconds to go. Bell drives in the lane, kicks it back to Tendor. Tendor with the ball, moves on the right-hand side, blocked out of the baseline, kicks it out top to Hansen. Hansen back over to Bell, back to Hansen in the corner. Hansen drives the lane, puts up a shot, not good, rebounded by Stauffenberg, and there's a jump ball, a held ball. Getting right in there and tying up Stauffenberg was Sage Kidd. So the possession arrow goes to Lander. 17 seconds to go, inbounds to Hansen. Hansen back to Tendor. Tendor has the ball knocked away from her. She gets it back to Darian Bell. 6 seconds to go. There's Hansen to Tendor. Tendor fires the shot, hits the back of the iron, not good, and that's our halftime score. Lander Valley Lady Tigers 27 and the Powell Lady Panthers 10. Back after this.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Back again for our halftime show here at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse, and we have the Lander Valley High School flag team is out there doing their routine with their flags, kind of a gold and maroon and kind of a peach-colored flag out there. Looks kind of nice. Say, let's take a look at our halftime score again, 27 to 10. Lander scored 10 points in that quarter, and the Powell Lady Panthers scored 6. Leading scorer for the Tigers right now is Ryan Bell, who has 8 points. Talene Tendor has 7. With 6 is Megan Winfield. With 4 is Demi Stauffenberg, and with 2 is Whitney Hansen. On the other side of the ledger, not much scoring, obviously. 4 points for Gretel Ops, who came off the bench and scored a couple quick baskets. And then 2 points each by Mackenzie Ratliff, Megan Jacobson, and Maddie Campbell. Lander had a pretty good spurt there at the beginning, leading 19-4. That big lead by the Tigers after, and then Powell scored a couple of points, and then Lander outscored them in the last part of the second quarter, 6-2. So kind of a low-scoring game for the Lady Tigers, Travis.
Yeah, it has been a low-scoring affair for sure. I just was sitting here and I was thinking, this is the 8th game that I have called in the last 3 days. But it's always fun to come and see these games. Lander Valley definitely has the advantage over Powell for sure. They're crashing the boards really well. They're playing defense really well, and that's really what's given them the lead that they have. Offense really not has been probably where you would want if you're Lander Valley, but defense, you really have to tip your hat in this one so far.
Well, today's concession stand report, nachos and cheese seems to be the favorite concession food so far that I've seen walk by our position here.
So it's been interesting because we when I've covered the 1A West Regional Champion tournament, 2A West Regional Tournament, and there has been, I've seen so far hamburgers, hot dogs. There's was nachos, pretzels, but I'll tell you right now, after the weekend we've had, some nachos sound really, really good.
Yeah, they sure do. They had pretzels here earlier, but they sold out almost immediately. Folks love those pretzels. Say, I want to talk about the games that we had earlier today. Congratulations to the DuBois Rams, a 52-37 winner over Saratoga, and they will earn the number 1 seed for the 1A West at the state tournament beginning Thursday at the Ford Wyoming Center in Casper, and they will play the 4th place team from the East Division, and that game is set for 1:30 on Thursday. And we also had the Cokeville Lady Panthers defeat the Burlington Lady Huskies 55-42. And so Cokeville gets the number 1 seed on the girls' side. The Lady Chiefs will be playing in the 2A tournament over in Casper at the Ford Event Center, and they will have a Thursday game at 9 o'clock. St. Stephen's then will play at 10:30 again at Natrona County High School. Then we have the Wind River Boys at 1:30 at Natrona County High School. They'll play the 4th place team from the East. They had a pretty good game last night against the Shoshone Wranglers, 69-51. Wind River won that one. So Shoshone goes to the 7:30 p.m. game at the Ford Wyoming Center, and then the Du Bois play also at that Ford Wyoming Center at Du Bois at 1:30.
Yeah, and I'm going to be following Du Bois to state. That's going to be an exciting event. I'm looking forward to it. But I want to give you a little bit more, Mr. Ernie Over.
All right.
I'm sitting here, and I've been watching updates coming in from the
wrestling tournament.
Thank you, the state wrestling tournament. And I can tell you for right now, as what I'm looking at, that Colton Laird has won the state tournament in the 106-pound bracket. He defeated Spencer Wright by decision, and Spencer Wright from Green River. He was the one that actually won the Ronthon tournament about a month or so ago. So big time win for Colton Laird, big time shout out. Other matches are still going on. I do know that Cody Cunningham is going to be wrestling in the first place match in the 285 bracket. That has not been declared yet as a winner. So as soon as that comes, I'll let you know.
Well, congratulations to the Tigers. Colton Laird, state wrestling champion at 106, defeated Spencer Wright from Green River. So we've got wrestling going on, we've got basketball going on, and we've got a nice turnout of fans here at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. And we'll recap and do some more analysis here before we get started in about 2.5 minutes with the second half after this.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
It's halftime in the last regular Class 3A basketball game for the Lander Valley Tigers and the Powell Lady Panthers. And Lander leading 27-10, and Lander's been pretty much in full control of this one, Travis.
Yeah, they have. It's been really one-sided for the most part. Powell tried to keep it as close as they could, but again, the defense of the Lady Tigers has been what really has gotten this game.
The Lady Tigers rolled off an 18-6 run there to close out the first half, Travis, and that is making our score 27-10. Lander's been controlling the boards and making most of their shots.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything to change really in the third quarter or really the rest of the game. Lander Valley, I still say, is the team to beat coming into the 3A West Regional Tournament. I don't think that anybody's going to have really a close shot at them. I do want to say real quick, PA announcer announced that the swim team won their 26th swimming tournament, and that's a big deal. Be on the lookout because we're going to have more on that later on.
Okay, the Lady Panthers have the ball to start. There's Campbell with a nice drive, and she just takes it right to the hoop and scores the first points of the second half. Of course, Powell also scored the first points of the first half. Here we go with the Tigers now. It's Ryan Bell with the basketball over to Whitney Hansen. Hansen just outside the arc, pops it over to Tendor. Tendor drives it in, stops, back over to Hansen. Hansen doesn't take the three. In the corner, it goes to Winfield. Winfield now moves it across the arc, reverses direction, back to Hansen. Hansen moves inside, off the glass, in and out, not good. That one just didn't have enough spin on it to go down. Powell has the rebound, coming down court with it is Kidd. Kidd stops, there's the pass to Campbell. Campbell dribbling on top of the key, goes over to Winooski. Winooski on top of the key now, goes around the horn. Kidd has it. Now over to Campbell, in the middle to Harvey for two. Nice drive there and a nice feed on that play for the basket. And it's 14 now to 27, 13-point lead. There's Lander on the other end. Guess who that was? Tallying Tendor with two, and she now has 9 points in the game. It's 29-14. Lander in a half court defense. Whistle, and she stepped over and back. That's the 9th turnover. You have to be careful about that. And, of course, she was right in the middle of the big green tiger paw there at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. So the turnover gives the ball to the Tigers, leading by 15. 6.5 minutes to go here, third period. There's Tendor, and she is fouled. Little pushing foul as Tendor made her way to the basket. And the foul goes against Harvey. That's her first.
It looks like both the Tigers and the Lady Tigers and Lady Panthers. I'll wait.
Nope, there's a shot by Tendor. Now finish your thought.
The Lady Tigers and Lady Panthers, they look like they've been trying to go inside instead of shooting three-point shots now to start off this second half.
Lander in a man-for-man defense here as we start the second half of play. Campbell has it on top of the key now, near side to Harvey. Harvey looking for the open man underneath, and it was Jacobson knocked away. Shots up, no, not good. Tip is up and one. Getting the basket is Kidd, and the personal foul is going to go against the Lander, and that is Tendor, I believe, that got the foul. That's her second. And Lander calls timeout, and we'll be back right after this.
Beats is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Back again, there's a shot up by Tendor, not good. She comes around and grabs her own rebound, and we have a pushing foul underneath the basket. And just before that happened, we had a foul on Tendor, and hitting the basket and the extra point was Sage Kidd. So here's Tendor again from the outside. This time it's an air ball knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Powell will have it. 5:30 to go in the third period. 29-17 is our score. Powell has scored 2 points here, the last trip down the floor. Here comes Campbell. Campbell across the timeline, left-hand side. She drives it all the way down, stops, hands it off. Now Winooski has it. Winooski stops outside the lane to Harvey, back over to Campbell. Campbell, far side outside, whistle. Then we have a foul called underneath the basket, and it goes against Harvey. So that will give the turnover to the Tigers. 5:13 to go, third period, 29-17. Tendor brings it across the Tiger paw at center court. Off to Whitney Hansen. Whitney launches a three. It's an air ball. Not good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Powell. And Lander will have it. Now a couple subs coming in. We've got Floyd coming in and also Ratliff coming in for Powell. Coming out is Sage Kidd and Winooski. Okay, Tigers have the ball. There's Megan Winfield with it, and she's tied up. And the alternating possession arrow will go to Lander. 4:54 to go. Here's Kiera Friday coming in for the Tigers, replacing Taline Tendor. Inbounds pass goes to Ryan Bell. Ryan just slowly dribbling it on top of the key. Now she moves right, moves left, comes all the way down to the baseline, comes back out again. Stop at the free throw line, fires it over to Friday. Friday back to Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell in the middle of the lane, puts up a shot. Oh, how about that one for Ryan Bell? She's in double figures with 10 points, and it's 31-17. Powell quickly down the court. There's one from three from the corner that's not good by Ratliff. Tigers get the rebound. Demi Stauffenberg, outlet to Winfield, to Friday, to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg over on the far side to Ryan Bell. 4:10 to go here. We're halfway through the third period. Bell dribbles it over on the left-hand wing, back on top to Hansen, over in the corner, Friday. Friday fakes the three, back to Hansen. Over to Ryan Bell. On top of the key now, bounce pass to Megan Winfield at the lane, baseline, and she just tosses it away. It's going to be Powell's ball, 3-0. Underneath, Campbell can't hold it, it goes out of bounds. Tigers will have it.
Lady Tigers got lucky there. She had a wide open basket, did Campbell. All she had to do was corral it. She couldn't do it.
So Kiera Friday takes it out for the Tigers. Inbounds, it goes to Ryan Bell with 3:39 to go here, period 3. She brings it into the lane. Drives it out to Hansen. Hansen at the baseline is stopped there. Pumps it back out on top. Here's Ryan Bell for three. No, a little bit too long. Nice rebound attempt there by Friday. It's tied up, and the ball will go to Lander on the alternating possession. Well, it should go to Lander. Powell got it the last time. Well, Powell will have it this time too. I guess they didn't change the arrow last time. Here's Campbell with the ball. Brings it into the forecourt now on top of the circle. Right side it goes to Epps underneath. We've got Jacobson. Jacobson can't shoot. Passes it in the middle of the lane. Back over to Jacobson. There's a long three-pointer that's an air ball out of bounds. They'll go to the Tigers.
Floyd was all alone down in the low post. If someone would have found her, that would have been an easy two-point basket for the Panthers.
2:50 to go here, third period. Lander leading 31-17. They won the first game between these two teams, 47-25. Here's Whitney Hansen over to Kiera Friday in the corner. Bell. Now we have a foul on Lander underneath the basket, and that's Demi Stauffenberg, and that'll be her second personal. Being a little bit too aggressive on the defensive side. And we have a warning against Cyril Stauffenberg, who was a little upset with the call. He let the official know about it, and they flagged him for a warning. Okay, Campbell quickly for Powell Panthers, brings it down, stops in the middle to Jacobson. She travels. 11th turnover now by Powell. Well, Cyril got a technical in the game at Lovell.
Well, it was weird because he had a smile on his face, so I thought they were having a friendly discussion.
Yeah, Searle stomped his foot against one of the officials or against the call, and they flagged him for a tee. Now he's got a warning. Here's Megan Winfield from far outside. No, not good. Rebound is fought for and held ball, and it'll go to Lander now.
And I love Coach Stauffenberg. He made sure that that one official knew that the other official had called a jump ball.
Yeah. Searle is still having words out there. Sage Kidd comes into the game now, replacing Jacobson. Jacobson's the tallest player on the Powell Panther team. And she comes out now for a little bit of a rest. There's Stauffenberg for three. Count it. Demi Stauffenberg now with 11 points in the game. 34-17. The Lady Tigers have doubled up the Lady Panthers. Just under 2 minutes to go here, third period. Campbell brings it down for Powell. Coast to coast off the glass. No, not good. Rebound, Megan Winfield. Winfield has the ball knocked away from her. Turnaround jump shot by Campbell is good and one. Campbell gets the basket and draws the foul. That's her 6th point of the game, and the Winfield picks up the personal foul, her first.
Winfield made the cardinal mistake of bringing the ball way too low. You need to keep it high to get the out-outlet pass. And
now the free throw attempt is good. So it's an old-fashioned three-point play, and it goes 34-20 on our WYO Today media scoreboard. Coming out of the game now is Mackenzie Ratliff, and let's see who came back. Harvey came back in, and we have Ryan Bell with the basketball for the Tigers across to Winfield. Winfield drives over toward the baseline, gives it on top to Hansen, who fires a three. No. Rebound fought for, out of bounds. It'll go to Powell. Minute 21, third period. 34-20, Lander with the lead. Now Powell with the basketball. Inbounds pass comes to Campbell, and she'll bring it down the floor as she usually does. Down court it goes. Kidd has it. Back to Campbell. Campbell behind her to Harvey. Almost lost the basketball there. She picks it back up. Harvey over to Campbell. Campbell 360. Ball gets away from her. Rebounded underneath the basket by Floyd. And sure shot goes out and a foul on Winfield. So Megan picks up her second foul in a hurry. Not a shooting foul. Fourth foul for Lander this half. Powell has 3. 55 seconds to go here in the third period. Here's the inbounds. Campbell gives it over to Floyd. Harvey has it now. Back on the near side. Campbell. She launches a three. It's good.
That was from long range. I mean, she shot that from Riverton, y'all.
Yeah. And now it's a 11-point game, 34-23, and a foul going to be called on Campbell as she used a body block down there and knocked Ryan Bell out of the floor.
I just realized I said y'all, so people are going to be like, you're not from here, are you?
That's one of my favorite words that I picked up when I lived in Texas years ago. See, it's so easy to say y'all. Stauffenberg out of bounds into Ryan Bell. 30 seconds to go, over to Hansen. Hansen back over on the near side to Ryan Bell. Ryan in the free throw line, drives the lane, puts up the shot and one. Ryan Bell is having a great game, her 12th point, and she draws the foul, and it's going to be whistled against Richardson.
She is just she has that move where she loops around to the basket almost like to a patent.
Ryan Bell's shot is good, and that's her first free throw today. She now has, 8, 10, 12, 13 points, and it's 37-23. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Another turnover by Powell, and the Tigers will have it in the backcourt with 18 seconds to go. Third period.
This Lander Valley Lady Tigers team, again, tipping their hat here on defense. Not really offensively like you want it, but defensively it's been great.
And they've had a good defense all season long. Here's Winfield. Winfield far side outside, midway between the two lines. launches a shot. No, they couldn't get the shot off. Powell had a pretty good defense going on there. So that's our score at the end of the third period of play. Lander 37 and Powell 23. Back after this.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Well, Powell outscored the Lady Tigers in that third period of play 13-10, and it's now a 14-point game with 8 minutes to go in this one. Lady Tigers are looking for their 15th game in a win in a row, and they've been undefeated so far here at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Here's Harvey for Powell, far side outside, dribbling on top to Campbell. Campbell now stops, launches a 3. She shot one from there last trip down the floor. This time not so good. Here's Winfield. Her shot is partially blocked. Rebound by Hansen. She's tied up, and it'll go to whom? Lander stays with the basketball.
So, Mr. Over, I don't know if you know this, but who has it ever happened where a team to go undefeated at home in a regular season?
In a regular season, well, they've lost one here. They lost to Cheyenne East, and they lost to Cheyenne Central here, and to Sheridan. That's where the 3 losses are, all to 4 teams. So, but, yeah, I think there has been several undefeated teams who haven't had a loss. You know that team that we just saw in the 1A, the Cokeville, I think they've had some undefeated seasons. Here's Stauffenberg for 3. Shot rolls in. She gets the roll, and the gravity takes over, and she now has 10 points in the game, and it's 40-23, 17-point bulge for the Tigers. Long pass down court underneath. Jacobson has it. Over it goes to Harvey. Harvey can't shoot. Now on the near side to Wineski. Wineski, bounce pass, has it stolen away. Another turnover, down court, 3-on-1, underneath Ryan Bell, not good. Rebounded by Winfield. Tendor has it off to Stauffenberg for another 3, yes! Stauffenberg, 2 threes in a row, and it's 43-23, a 20-point bulge as the Tigers have taken over here in the fourth quarter. Back after this.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Well, thanks to Travis, I need to clarify what I just said there before the break. The Lady Tigers are undefeated in 2022 here at home. Their 3 losses came on this home floor against Class 4A teams in the preseason tournament.
There was a travel on the floor. Turnover goes in the hands of the Lady Tigers with 6:25 left. And here's Ernie.
Okay, here's Colleen Tendor. Tendor with the ball after the Powell turnover, and they've now had 14 turnovers in the game. Tendor drives, puts the shot up, it's blocked. She gets the rebound and one. Oh, Talene Tendor now with 11 points in the game, and the foul goes against Harvey, and that's her third. And Talene will go to the line now to shoot the free throws. 45-23 our score. Shot is up and good. She banked it in. That was a nice bank shot off the glass.
Tendor is almost like a pit bull when it comes to, as soon as I say it, she almost gets a steal there. She just plays defense so hard.
And they anticipate. Okay, we got a sub. Harvey's coming out. Coming in is Richardson. Here's Campbell. The Lady Tigers putting on some pressure. Here's a 1-on-2. Campbell loses the ball in the middle of the forecourt. We've got a held ball, and this will go to Lander.
And guess who's on the floor?
Talene Tendor. No, I'm sorry, it goes to Powell. Yeah, Talene was the one who was in there with the scrum on the floor. Campbell to take it out for Powell. Long inbounds pass to Richardson. Richardson on the right-hand wing. Cross-court it goes Jacobson. Jacobson tried to back her way in, couldn't do it. Out in front it goes now. Here's Campbell again. Off to Richardson. Richardson in the lane, traveled.
You know, Ernie, on every team there is one player that if they cause a turnover, if they cause any kind of mishap, it's almost like they take it personally.
Right.
And I feel like Talene Tendor is that person for the Lady Tigers.
She walks it across the timeline now here. 5.5 minutes to go. Lander leading by 23. Here's Hansen. Hansen drives in, puts the shot up. It's not strong enough. And falling down on the play because Hansen fouled her. So we'll have our 5th foul against Lander. And taking it out now will be Powell. Jacobson will take it out. 5:18 to go in the game. Lander by 23 on our WYO Today scoreboard. Here's the inbounds pass. Comes all the way down. Richardson has it at the baseline. Gives it off to Jacobson. Jacobson in the lane. Now over to Kidd. Kidd 10 feet away. Doesn't take the shot. Pops it out to Jacobson again. Jacobson underneath to Campbell. All alone. Shot off the glass is too strong. Not good. Rebound off of Lander. Off of Demi Stauffenberg. 4:48 to go in the game. 46-23. Lander with the comfortable lead. The boys' teams coming up next, and that should be a real good one. Lander won the first one by overtime up at Powell. And there's Tendor with the foul.
You see what I mean?
Yep.
She was the one that topped it out of bounds, made the ball go out of bounds. Next play, it's like, that's my fault. I'm going to make up for it.
Her 3rd personal foul. So coming back into the game here, there's the long inbounds pass. Richardson brings it in. Comes on the near side now. There's Jacobson with the ball. Lost the handle on it for a second. Now it goes over to Richardson on top of the key. Far side, and the ball's going to get out of bounds. Another turnover. And Lander will have it with 4.5 minutes to go. We're halfway through the final period. Coming up next, the boys' game here on KFCW 93.1 and WYO Today YouTube and KFCW Facebook. Here's Tendor, and there's a foul called on the play, and it goes against the Panthers. Richardson, her first. At the line, Talene Tendor. She has 12 points in the game. Bounces a couple of times. There's the shot, and this one is not good, and it's knocked out of bounds by Lander. So Powell will have it out of bounds. 4:16 to go in the game. Pace picked up just a little bit here.
Just a little bit, yeah. It's been really a methodical kind of a game for the most part. There have been a couple times where they get out and run, but for the most part, it's been a slow game.
Jacobson to Campbell. Campbell on top of the key, guarded by Tendor. Far side, outside, it goes to Richardson. Richardson underneath the basket. The ball's knocked away by Lander. It'll stay Powell's ball. Under 4 minutes to go now. Campbell to take it out. And there's the inbounds pass. Comes in to Jacobson. Far side to Campbell. Back to Jacobson. She backs her way in, puts the shot up, and rolls off. Not good. Rebound by Demi Stauffenberg. Outlet to Tendor. Tendor didn't see Hansen, who was all alone under the basket, but here's a shot in the middle of the lane. Boy, I hate those bounce passes, but we have a foul now on the exchange of turnovers. It's going to go against Floyd.
I don't know what that foul is that the official signaled. I guess it was a sweep or a trip, or never seen that one before.
Richardson comes out of the game, and going to the free throw line for the one and bonus is Talene Tendor. 8th personal foul against the Panthers, and the shot's good.
Friday's coming back in for the Lady Tigers. She's coming to get Megan Winfield.
And Megan looks like she might be just limping slightly as she comes off the floor. Next shot coming up for Talene Tendor. 3:34 to go. Shots in and out, not good. And the rebound goes on the near side to Kidd. Ball's on the floor, and we have a held ball again. And this time the ball will go to Lander. Another turnover and a whistle and a timeout, full timeout. 3:26 to go in the game. Lander 47, Powell 23. Back after this.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Back again at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse in Lander. 3:26 to go in this game. Lander comfortably ahead, 47-23. Talene Tendor, 11, 12, 13 points in the game. And we have 13 points also for Demi Stauffenberg, 13 points for Ryan Bell. So very even scoring here for the Lander Lady Tigers. One player in double figures for Powell is Maddie Campbell with 10. So it's Stauffenberg to take it out. And there's the inbounds to Hansen on top to Tendor. Tendor dribbles it to the right-hand side. And, you know, Tendor is only a sophomore, so she's got a lot of basketball ahead of her. Here we go, Stauffenberg. Back over to Tendor. She looked like she wanted to shoot the three. Now she does, and it's just off the back of the heel. Not good on that rim. Rebounded by Powell with 3 minutes to go in the contest. Down court is Winooski. On top of the key now, Kidd. Back on the near side, Floyd. On top to Winooski. Far side outside to Kidd. Kidd back over on the near side to Floyd. Back over to Jacobson now. Jacobson makes a move to the basket and is fouled on the way to the basket. She'll get two, and that was Whitney Hansen's second foul.
So, Ernie, you asked me about the 2A West Boys Regional Championship game. That was actually the game between Wind River and Shoshone. The final score was 69-51, and so Wind River will be the number 1 seed, and Shoshone will be the number 2.
Okay, so Wind River wins in a tight one against Shoshone. The Cougars will be the number 1 seed out of the West. Play the number 4 team from the East. We're down to 2:34 to go in the game. Another shot coming up here by Jacobson. She missed her first 3. Now she gets the 4th one. 4th one's the charm. And it goes 47-24. Jacobson comes out of the game now. And coming back into the contest now is Ratliff. Here's Tendor all the way down the court for the Tigers. She dribbles it on top over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg back to Tendor. They just hand the ball off. Talene drives the baseline. In the middle of the lane, it goes to Friday, knocked out of bounds by Powell.
Ranger photographer Carl Cote almost took a ball to the face on that out of bounds.
There's the inbounds to Hansen. Down to 2:13 to go. Tendor. Far side outside in the corner. Stauffenberg back to Tendor. She's just inside the arc. Now over to Stauffenberg from the outside, just a little bit long, and goes out of bounds, and Powell will have it just under 2 minutes to go. What was that score again?
For
Wind River over Shoshone?
That was 69-51.
69-51?
Yes, sir.
69-51. All right.
Substitution, Whitney Hansen has come out for the Lady Tigers, and Kendall McFadden has come in.
Yeah, Kendall McFadden. And now Ryan Bell comes out. And here comes Kristen Aslan Donahue. And Coach Stauffenberg taking those girls out one at a time so they can get the applause of the crowd. Last home game here in Lander, under 2 minutes to go, 47-24, Lander. So Lander will go into the regional tournament with the number 1 seed from the Northwest quadrant, and Powell will be the number 4 seed. Here we go, underneath the basket. Ratliff lost the handle on it. Kicks it over now. There's almost a turnover, and it is a turnover. Ball kicked out of bounds by Powell.
Yeah, it's got to feel good, especially for the seniors on this Lander Tigers team, Lady Tigers team, to get that ovation. You know it feels good to get this last win.
Here's Tendor, up and one. So she will get another basket, and a foul is called. And that was a pretty cool little move by Talene there, as she broke underneath the baseline and underhanded it up into the basket.
She is so quick off the dribble. So quick.
Going for her 16th point of the game. And she got it. Okay, 49 and 50 to 24. There's a steal by the Tigers. Tendor got knocked down, but no call. I guess at this stage of the game it's not really crucial. But Lander will have it out of bounds. McFadden to take it out for the Lady Tigers into Tendor.
McFadden had that steal, so good job on her part.
Yeah, another turnover by Powell. We're down to a minute to go in the game. Here's Donahue. Donahue in the middle to Darian Bell for 2. Darian Bell's in the scorebook now. 52-24. Down court.
We lost the scoreboard, and we just got the scoreboard back.
Okay. Not sure what happened. Somebody touched the power cord, I guess. 49 seconds to go, 52-24. Inbounds pass goes to Lauren Bennett. Bennett on the near side. Ratliff back over to Bennett. Now 15 has it. Wambeck shots up and good. And that goes to Blake Neeson. And that's her first basket of the game. 52-26, 27 seconds to go. And a turnover by the Tigers. A little too long of a pass there.
I'm a little shocked that they even attempted the pass. I was kind of expecting them to just dribble this one out.
Well, the Panthers come down, have another chance to score, and make the score a little tighter. Lauren Bennett underneath. There's a shot up, hits the bottom of the rim. Picked up by Powell. Shot from the outside is an air ball well, I'm sorry, I don't have that one. Oh, there it is, Ratliff. And then there is the buzzer. The final score, Lander Valley 52, and the Powell Panthers 28, 52-28. Last time they played, Travis, it was 47-25, so Powell improved by 3 points. Well, we're going to take a quick timeout and total up the scores here, give you some stats right after this.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The team at Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Back again at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse in Lander, where the Lander Valley Lady Tigers have defeated the Powell Lady Panthers 52-28. They end the season 17-3. And as far as their record here on the floor of Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse, they're undefeated in 2022. They won 13 straight games. They're now 5-0 in the conference. Powell moves to 7-13. Quickly, we have Talene Tendor, leading scorer for the Tigers, with 16, 13 apiece by Demi Stauffenberg and Ryan Bell, 6 points by Megan Wentfield, 2 points each by Whitney Hansen and Demi Stauffenberg. On the other side, double figures for Maddie Campbell. She had 10, and then we had 2 players with 4 points apiece, Ratliff and Ops. Then we had 3 points by Sage Kidd, 2 points each by Blake Nissen and by Wacy Harvey. So again, our final score, Lander Valley Lady Tigers 52 and the Powell Lady Panthers 28. And we'll be back with the boys game and our Bailey's Tire and Oil pregame show right after this.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back into Bob Carey Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Lander Valley High School. I'm Travis Gupton, and I'm sitting beside the voice of the Lander Valley Tigers, Ernie Over. We are getting ready for Powell and the Tigers, and I will let Ernie take it from here.
Okay, the Tigers come into this game with an 8-11 record, 3-2 in conference. The Powell Panthers are 11-9 overall, but they are 2-3 in conference. The last time these two teams met was up in Powell, and it was a really exciting game. It was the first game of the conference season for Lander, and they beat Powell in overtime by 1 point, 46-45. So that was a pretty exciting game. So we're looking like we'll have a pretty exciting game here for Coach Stu Mullins. They'd love to win this game and clinch the second seed in the Northwest or the Western tournament, and that's going to be an important seed selection for Lander.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a bit, like you said, probably one of the. Actually, I won't even say probably. It is the biggest game of the season, and it's the last one just because of the seeding. If you look at the bracket, the second seed is really where you want to sit. You don't want to fall any lower than that if you're Lander Valley.
Yeah, because then you'd have to play Worland on the same side of the
which
bracket.
Is not something you want to do. Worland is absolutely phenomenal. I got to see them a couple of times on tape. They're absolutely outstanding. So definitely not who you want to meet in the first round. But the problem, one of the things we got to take a look at is that final score from the first of the season was right in the wheelhouse of Lander Valley. They're coming in averaging around 47.5 points. Whereas the Panthers are coming in and they're averaging 53 points. So if the Lander Valley defense can hold Powell to their ballpark of an average, then we've got a good one coming up.
And here at Lander Valley High School, the Panthers are in their black uniforms with orange numbers and orange lettering. And they've got black pants with a little bit of an orange design down the side. Lander Valley Tigers are in their white uniforms tonight. They're home whites with green numbers and letters trimmed in black. And the officials are here. We've got all the preliminaries done. Coach Stu Mullins is double checking the roster, that the official scorebook, to make sure it's okay, because up in Powell, the Powell official scorer wrote the wrong game into her scorebook, and we started the game with a technical foul. And Coach Mullins is there right now making sure we don't have that happen once again. So we'll be back with our starting lineups. This has been the Bailey Enterprises, Bailey Tire and Auto Center pregame show with Pit Stop Travel Centers in Lander, Riverton, Worland, Powell, and soon coming to Cody.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers basketball on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Back again at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse in Lander, where we're about a minute away from the start of this game. This is going to be an important one, as we've been talking about. Lander right now has the advantage over Powell with the victory, looking for the number 2 seed in the Northwest quadrant. And the coaches are gathering their teams in front of their respective benches. And we'll have the starting lineups announced here. Last time they played for Powell, Keaton Roughton, Trey Stenerson, Zach Ratliff, Torrin Graham, and Gunnar Erickson were the starters. And, of course, for Lander at the game last night, we had a different starting lineup for the Tigers as we went with Kellen Donahue, Tisso Gwinna, Kason McClung, Brennan Stauffenberg, and Abe Lopez. So let's see what we've got this time. I see Abe Lopez is getting ready. We have Tisso Gwinna. Jace LeClaire is going to be starting today. Kellen Donahue is going to be starting, and Brandon Stauffenberg. So back to the regular starting lineups for the Lander Valley Tigers. Nice crowd on hand here today. Not a huge crowd, but the lower sections pretty well occupied, and a smattering of folks up in the two upper sections. So here is the starting lineup now for the Powell Panthers. We are going to get them in the scorebook as they come out on the floor. So we've done this is the third game in a row, and it will be Keaton Roughton is a starter. Brock Johnson is going to be a starter today. Then we have Tracy Stenerson coming out for the Panthers. Zach Ratliff is also coming out, and then the big guy, Torrin Graham. So it's going to be Roughton, Johnson, Stenerson, Ratliff, and Torrin Graham for the Powell Panthers. And now starting for the Lander Tigers, Kellen Donahue. And we'll have, well, they were going to do the spotlight thing, but apparently they're sending him back. Sending him back to sit. They aren't ready for it yet. They didn't have the music ready, and the lights weren't ready, and the spotlight is ready. Okay, now we're going to restart this again. They have a special little, NBA-like starting lineup here. All the lights go off, and the spotlight comes on, and the players run out and high-five each other. And
okay, look.
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
now
there we go.
The lights. Okay. There's the music and the spotlight going around.
And in case you didn't know, Kellen Donahue's going to be playing in this game and starting.
That's right. Okay. Our Kellen Donahue is going to be in. Number 4, Jace LeClaire is going to be in. Number 11, Tisso Gwinna. And we will have Abe Lopez and then Brennan Stauffenberg. So that's our starting lineup. Tisso Gwinna is the one of the leading scorers. He was all-conference last year. Of course, he never got a chance to be all-state as the 3A tournament was canceled. So there comes Stauffenberg out. Now Lopez comes out. And that's the starting lineup for the Lander Tigers. Yeah, when you want to do a fancy starting lineup, you got to have everything ready to go. Kellen jumped the gun and ran out first, and he had to go back. So we're ready to go now. If they turn the fieldhouse lights back on, it'll be Brandon Stauffenberg in the center jump ring, and it's going against Zach Ratliff. So Stauffenberg against Ratliff, both about the same height. About 6 foot, 6'1". And we're ready to go with this last regular season game here in Lander. And there's the tip, and Ratliff wins it. It goes over to Stenerson for the Powell Panthers. Stenerson over to Roughton. Roughton on the far side relinquishes the basketball to Stenerson. There's a shot off the glass, not good. Rebound by Stenerson. Here's a pop by Johnson. That's an air ball. Goes out of bounds. Saved by Powell. Goes underneath, turnover. Lander picks it up. Abe Lopez gets the basketball off the Tisso Gwinna. Gwinna now on the right side, outside, on top to Stauffenberg. Over in the left-hand wing to LeClaire, back to Gwinna. Gwinna bouncing it just under the tiger paw here on the floor to Kellen Donahue in the corner. Stauffenberg out to Gwinna in the corner. Abe Lopez for 3. No, too long. Rebound, Stauffenberg underneath the basket. Does a 360. He's fouled as he goes up for the shot. Nice recovery there by Stauffenberg on the rebound.
Yeah, both teams not doing a really good job early on boxing out offensive rebounds on both ends.
No score yet. Stauffenberg has the first opportunity to put points on the board, and it is not good.
Stauffenberg coming into the game is a 63% free throw shooter.
His next shot is in the air. This one drops in, so Lander takes a 1-0 lead in this game as Powell brings the ball down the court. Zach Ratliff has it off to Roughton. Roughton triple teamed underneath there. Gets it away to Graham. Graham on top now. It goes to Johnson. Johnson stops just inside the arc. Pops it on top to Stenerson. Stenerson around the key. Back on the near side to Roughton. Roughton takes one from 7 feet, and it's good. First points of the game for Powell, and the Panthers take a 2-1 lead. Here's the Tigers. Donahue. Donahue right side outside. In the middle, Gwynna. The ball's knocked away from him, and it'll stay with the Tigers. Oh, they're going to give it to Powell.
Gwynna was looking for LeClaire, and he had him if he could have just gotten the pass through.
Roughton with the ball. That's a turnover for Lander, their first of the game. Quickly down court, Roughton has it. Whistle, and a foul is going to be, a held ball. Nice job by Abe Lopez. Tigers will get it on the alternating possession as he tied up Roughton on that play. Almost wasn't over the back. Go ahead.
That was the argument that Coach Henney was giving the official. He said it was over the back.
Here's Stauffenberg to Lopez. Lopez makes a move over to Stauffenberg, who calls Kellen Donahue over. Donahue off to LeClaire. LeClaire to Gwynna. Back over to Stauffenberg. Right-hand corner to Gwynna. Outside the arc. He doesn't shoot. Over to Donahue, far side. Now back to Lopez. Lopez will make a move inside. Doesn't go to the basket. Off to Gwynna. Fakes the three. Inside. Puts the shot off the glass and in. Nice shot by Tisso Gwynna. And the Tigers regain the lead 3-2. Full court pressure. And Powell breaks it. Down court, there's Stenerson. Hands it off now to Ratliff. Ratliff moves it in toward the free throw line. Looks for some help there, and Johnson comes and rescues him. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Powell, and it's their second turnover, and Lander gets the ball, leading 3-2. 5:17 to go here. First period of play. Tigers bring it down. Tisso Gwynna. Far side outside. Now to Stauffenberg. LeClaire has it. LeClaire to Gwynna. Gwynna almost looked like he wanted to shoot the three. In it goes to Stauffenberg. Now the ball's knocked away. Turnover. Nice move that time by the big guy, Graham, for Powell. Knocked the ball away. Down court, Zach Ratliff has it. In the corner, Roughton. Back over to Ratliff. Ratliff drives the baseline, pops one from 8 feet. That's good. So Ratliff gets the first his first basket, and Powell retakes the lead 4-3. Here's Donahue. Donahue guarded very closely by Ratliff. Donahue's got a lane, lays it off the glass and in.
Nice step on the first move, and a big-time basket for the Tigers.
Powell brings it back down the court now with Johnson. Johnson underneath to Graham, off the glass and in. They forgot about Graham down there, and he snuck down, and it's now a 1-point Powell lead as the teams exchange the leads here on each trip up and down the floor. Here's Gwynna. Gwynna for Lander. He drives in, backs into the lane, backwards, hook shot, good. Tisso Gwynna with a really pretty shot. Here's Powell. Roughton has it. Almost lost the ball. Goes over to Stenerson. Stenerson, far side outside. Now pops it over in the near side to Ratliff in the lane, and a foul called in the lane on Lander. It goes against Abe Lopez, his first.
We've had a fast-paced first few minutes. Everyone's able to shoot and everyone's able to make so far.
And Swasson comes into the game for the Powell Panthers. And he promptly takes the ball out of bounds. In it goes to Stenerson. Stenerson moves to the left-hand side. Now with the ball, trying to back into the lane is Johnson. Johnson puts up a shot, not good. All alone is Stauffenberg. He had boxed out very well there and got the rebound. Here's Donahue down in the lane. Double teamed, gets it away to Stauffenberg, over to Lopez. Lopez Over in the corner, Jace LeClaire for three, and Jace LeClaire hits the three.
He had Trey Stenerson all up in his face, and he shot over him, able to make it.
Down court, the new kid, Swanson, is in the corner. Here's Stenerson for three.
He says, I can do anything you can do, LeClaire.
And it goes 10-9. Lander with the lead on our YO Today media scoreboard. Here's Atiso Gwinna off to Abe Lopez. Loeb on the far side. Stauffenberg on top. Back over to Gwinna now. Gwinna halfway between the two lines on the far side. Moves into the paint. And there's that fancy dribble that Lopez likes to do. And at the last second, he knocks the ball away. Abe has a tendency to try to do some fancy dribbling, and this time it resulted in a turnover for the Tigers, but he hustled on down the floor and slapped the ball away before Powell could score. 2:27 to go here, first period. Lander 10 and Powell 9. Here's the inbounds play. There's the shot up and not good by Stenerson, and he's fouled on the play, and he'll go to shoot free throws. And that was Kyson McClung, who just came into the game. I didn't see when Kyson come in, but he made the foul, and now Stenerson at the free throw line.
Stenerson, when on the offensive possession, was wide open. I mean, he could have taken 10 more shots.
Well, he gets one of two, and it's tied now at 10 apiece. Tigers bring it down with Tisso Gwinna to Stauffenberg, over to Donahue. Donahue, McClung near side. Tisso Gwinna has it now. Tisso, little bounce pass there to Stauffenberg, tries to back his way into the lane. Short jumper and one for Brennan Stauffenberg. Nice move by Brennan. And the personal foul whistled against Gunnar Erickson.
Yeah, that was a strong move by Stauffenberg. Nice shot there. And now he'll go to the line, looking for the traditional three-point play.
Stauffenberg at the line is 1 for 2 in the game. Here's the shot, up and good. So he got it. So Stauffenberg goes up, and it's now 13-10 after that one basket. And the foul. Now Lander putting on a little more half-court pressure. Stenerson has it on the far side, drives the baseline and palms the ball. Turnover, third turnover by Powell. Haven't seen that call very much.
Yeah, me either. Usually they let you go with it. That's the second time that I've seen him do it. They call him on the second time.
Here's Stauffenberg over to Tanner Bird, who's now into the game. There's a three by Gwinna, no, not good. Rebounded down court by Johnson. Johnson bounces it in the corner to Ratliff. Ratliff back to Johnson for three. Well, Brock Johnson, that's his first three, and we're tied up again at 13. Minute and a half to go here, first period of play. Here's McClung over to Stauffenberg. Donahue has it, drives in the lane, stops. Bounce pass on the near side, almost lost. Now there's Donahue, whistle traveled. Fourth turnover by the Tigers. And with a minute 13 to go, Powell has it in the backcourt.
Powell is not known as a three-point shooting team. Their highest percentage is Zach Ratliff, who only shoots 33% from beyond the arc.
Bringing the ball down court in the backcourt is Ratliff. Whistled and a timeout call just before the 10-second. So we'll have a timeout. Let's see how long it's going to be. He hasn't indicated it yet. 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Keaton Roten comes into the game for the Powell Panthers. The Johnson boy has it now at the free throw line. Stops over to Schwinn. His shot off the glass is good. So he's in the scorebook now, and Powell regains the lead by 2. Down court, 45 seconds to go. Here's Tisso Gwinna. Far side outside on top to Stauffenberg. He pops a 3. It is short. Not good. Fight for the rebound, and Tanner Bird's going to pick up the personal foul. A little bit over the back action there by Tanner on the rebound. Only the 3rd foul against the Tigers so far in this first period of play. There's the inbounds pass to Johnson. Johnson will bring it down now for the Panthers across the timeline on the opposite side of the floor. Johnson whistle, and we have a foul on Tanner Bird underneath the basket. He holds his hands up and said, "Who, me?" Well, they caught him with a push or something underneath there. I didn't see it because the play was out on top of the forecourt. Here's the inbounds pass to Johnson. Johnson makes a move toward the basket, pops one from 7 feet and gets it. 17-13 now, largest point of the largest lead of the game. Here's Stauffenberg. His shot is up off, not good. Rebounded by Donahue off the glass and in. Kellen Donahue gets that one. And that's the end of the first period of play. And after 1, it's the Powell Panthers 17 and the Lander Tigers 15.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
For the Lander Tigers, Kellen Donahue with 4 points, Jace LeClaire with 3, Tisso Gwinna with 4, and Brennan Stauffenberg with 6 are the leading scorers. On the other side, Keaton Routon has 2, Brock Johnson 3, Jet Schwinn has 2, Trey Stenerson 4, Jack Ratliff has 2, and Torrin Graham has 2. So it's a 2-point lead by Powell as we go into the second 8 minutes of play here at Lander Valley. And Powell will have the ball. It's Keaton Routon to take the ball out of bounds. He'll inbounds it to Ratliff, and we'll start the clock, and the play will resume here in the second period. Ratliff brings it down. Oh, lost the handle on the ball, but he gets it back just before the timeline, and he double dribbles. 4th turnover by Powell. So Lander will have it in the backcourt, trailing by 2. Stauffenberg brings it in to Abe Lopez. Lopez to McClung. McClung to Bird. Tanner Bird. Bird backs his way in, takes a shot. It's short, not good. He gets his own rebound and is fouled. And we've got a personal foul on Powell.
It's going to be on Washington.
Yeah, the big guy, 23, Washington, Jay Washington, who just came into the game. Not a shooting foul. So the Tigers have Abe Lopez, Brennan Stauffenberg, Tanner Bird, Jace LeClaire, and Kyson McClung in the game. Tigers to take it out again. The ball was knocked out by Powell. Lopez inbounds it to McClung. On top, Stauffenberg, right side or far side, outside. Back to McClung in the middle of the lane. Shot is good off the glass. Kyson McClung with his first 2 points of the game, and once again, we are tied.
McClung has a very nice speed off the dribble, gets it, passes defender for the shot up and good.
Schwann has it underneath the basket to Routon. He tries a behind-the-back pass, not good, and rebounded by Tanner Bird. Bird gives it off to Stauffenberg, down to McClung. Whistle, travel by McClung, and I tell you what, Kyson has that problem. He had 3 travels against Lovell. He'll start to move his feet before the ball goes down. So a turnover by Lander, and Powell coming down. Here's Lewis, Marshall Lewis in the game. Gives it over to Ratliff now. Ratliff on top. Near side, Schwann. There's a popper from the side, not good. Rebounded by Ratliff. He's in the lane. Shots up and no, not good. Tip is no. Rebounded there by Lewis. His shot is up and no, not good. Out of bounds, and it'll go to Lander. Well, 3 offensive boards that time by Powell.
Yeah, Jay Washington tipped every single shot out, and Panthers had multiple opportunities to break the tie, and credit the defense for the Tigers not allowing it to happen.
Here comes Abe Lopez with the basketball. He crosses the key, passes back to Stauffenberg, and now Bird. Ball high above his head to Lopez. Lopez spins 360, puts the ball up and in and one. Nice move by Abe Lopez, and he gets his first points and a foul going against Jay Washington. That'll be his second. Go ahead.
Lopez almost lost the ball. He had to actually stop, look down, grab it, and then continue the 360 move.
And he gets the free throw. 3 points, and it goes 20-17. Lander with the lead. There's Powell in the backcourt trying to get it. There's a whistle, and a foul is going to be called, a pushing foul on Jace LeClaire. Well, that was LeClaire tried to get the ball, and he did, but he also got the body of Brock Johnson. So here's the inbounds pass. Ratliff has it now for the Panthers. Ratliff guarded closely there by LeClaire in the three-point play by Schwinn, not good. Outlet pass. LeClaire all alone, lays it up. He misses the layup, but McClung gets the rebound over to Tanner Bird. LeClaire had a second chance, but he lost the handle on the ball. Turnover Tigers. Powell goes the other way, and LeClaire gets another foul. Well, he was just too tight on that side, and he picks up his second personal foul.
That was a lot of chaotic play for the Tigers. That is not their style from what I've seen. They're more of a half court. They really don't like to run. That was all kinds of chaotic play that just did not go right at all for the Tigers.
Okay, Tisso Gwynna and Kellen Donahue back in the game for the Tigers, along with Bennett Washburn. Here's Ratliff. Lander leading by 3. Ratliff on the near side to Roughton. Roughton can't shoot, guarded very closely by Lopez. On top to Ratliff in the corner, far side. There's a shot for 3 that's good by Stenerson, and we're tied up again. And this one's just going back and forth. Here's Donahue with the ball to Gwynna. Gwynna, near side, Tanner Bird. On top, Donahue, back to Lopez. Lopez in the middle of the lane again, kicks it off to Bird for 2. Tanner Bird gets his first 2 points of the game, and the Tigers take the lead, 22-20. In the backcourt, there's almost a steal. Stenerson has it in the corner to Schwinn. He falls down on the play, and now there's a blocking foul. Well, I thought he traveled too, but personal foul is going to be called on Tisso Gwynna, and that's his first.
Trey Stenerson with a three-pointer just a moment ago. Partner, that is only his second made three-point shot out of 27 attempts.
Wow. Ratliff at the free throw line misses the free throw. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Washburn for the Tigers, and there's a turnover as the ball is blocked. Down court now, Schwann has it at the free throw line, and it goes underneath, shots up and in. And that was Roughton who got the basket. And the personal foul goes against Washburn, I think. Yeah, Bennett gets the personal foul. So it goes 22-20. And now Roughton at the free throw line with the old-fashioned three-point play. He does it. And Powell regains the lead by 1, 23-22. This is going to be a horse race here this afternoon, folks. Here's Lopez. Lopez falls down and is blocked down. And the foul is going to go against Johnson. That'll be his first.
You know, me being from Tennessee, the Kentucky Derby, probably the biggest race of the entire season. So I know horse races. This feels like one.
Yeah, and the announcer made the wrong call on the foul. It was, well, I thought they called it on 4, and they did. Here's the official, just told the official scorer that that's who it was on, and that was Brock Johnson. Gwynn to take it out of bounds for the Tigers into Lopez. Underneath Washburn in the lane. Makes a move. Up and in. Nice move, Bennett Washburn. And the Tigers go out on top, 24-23. Here's Ratliff down, has it in the middle of the lane to Johnson. His shot rolls around, not good, almost dropped in. Rebounded by Tanner Bird, comes off to Gwynna. Gwynna quickly down in the forecourt, off to Tanner Bird. Bird at the free throw line, stops, backs in a little bit, kicks it over to Gwynna. Gwynna now moves it to the left-hand side, changes his direction. He's got an open lane for two. Tisso Gwynna with 6 points now, and the Tigers go out 26-23. Long pass down court, offensive foul called on Stenerson under the basket. His first. And the Tigers will have the ball leading by 3:42 to go here. Bird comes out of the game. Let's see who came in to replace him. We have Bennett Washburn, Tisso Gwynna, Abe Lopez, Kellen Donahue, and Brandon Stauffenberg in for the Tigers. Here's Tisso Gwynna. Gwynna has it. Sorry about that, Tisso. Stauffenberg to Gwynna. Gwynna in the middle of the lane, lays it up and in. What a move by Tisso Gwynna. And he now has 8 points in the game, and it's 28-23. Tigers, and there's a steal on the other side by Stauffenberg, and he is fouled.
Never mind on what I said earlier about this Lander Valley team being a half-court team. They are having all kinds of fun running out up and down this court.
And the foul goes on Zach Ratliff. Powell fans didn't like that call very much, and Brandon Stauffenberg to the free throw line. He's 2 for 3 in the game so far. He's got kind of pink tennis shoes on. I think those are pink or orange, I'm not sure. Can you tell the color?
That's more of a pink, yeah.
Yeah, more of a pink. He makes the first free throw as we discussed the color of his tennis shoes. Next shot is up and good. So Brennan got them both, and it goes 30-23. Tigers' largest lead of the game is 7. Here's Roughton. Roughton still in the backcourt. Over to Ratliff. Ratliff going to break the press on the far side, and there's a foul on Donahue. He crashed into him. I tell you what, they're calling him pretty close over there on the sideline. Donahue's first personal foul. And that's the 9th team foul. So Zach Ratliff will go to the free throw line. He's 0 for 1 so far. 0 for 2. Rebound by Abe Lopez. 3 minutes to go. And the ball's knocked away out of bounds. And let's see who gets it. Tisso Gwynna's got it. Jump ball called. And it's going to go to Lander. Well, that was good defensive work that time, Travis, by Powell.
Yeah, but defensive on both sides, really well done. I got to look at Tisso Gwynna's eyes when he took that jump ball. He was not giving that ball up.
Here we go. Washburn on the far side outside, midway between the two lines, on top to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg back over to Washburn, just hands it off. Washburn in the lane to McClung. McClung fires a three that's in and out. Not good. Rebounded by Ratliff for Powell. Powell's going to come down, facing half-court pressure by Lander to Roughton. Back over to Ratliff, across the timeline now. Double team, the ball gets away, stolen. Here's Tisso Gwynna. Tisso up and, whoa, it didn't go. But he was fouled by Roughton, who will be his first foul. Those quick hands.
Anytime Tisso Gwynna gets around a ball, everyone collectively holds their breath because they know he's going to come with everything.
And we have a timeout called by Powell, and it's going to be full, and we'll be back. Lander leading 30-23, 2:17 to go until halftime.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Well, the Tigers' Tisso Guido will be at the free throw line. And so far today, Tisso has not been there. He has 8 points in the game. 30-23, Lander leads. We had a halftime score from Riverton that was all tied up 23 apiece with Cody. Tisso's shot is good.
You know, Tisso Guido may not be there on the scoreboard offensively and on the score, but his defense is being outstanding.
Next shot, nothing but net there. So he gets 2, and it goes 32-23. Lander opens up a 9-point lead. Roughton comes back, and they throw the ball almost away, recovered by Stenerson. Stenerson to Ratliff, back to Stenerson. Stenerson just outside the left wing. Across the key, it goes to Johnson. Johnson throws it away. A nice tip defensively down court. Here's Stauffenberg with it. Stauffenberg turns, shoots off the glass. No, not good. Rebounded by Ratliff. He was a little off balance for that shot and really didn't get set that well. So now Johnson over to Ratliff. Ratliff brings it into the forecourt. There's a bounce pass down to Schwann. Schwann drives the baseline, kicks it off, stepped out of bounds.
That's just a mental error on his part. You got to know where you are at all times on the court.
Guido will bring it down. Tigers lead by 9, minute 28 to go here, first half of play. There's Washburn on the far side, on top to Guido. Guido makes a move to the right, stops, can't penetrate the zone. In the middle to Washburn, he traveled. No, they say he traveled because he got pushed.
Which is better.
Yeah, that's better. And it goes against Ratliff, Trey Sanderson, his second.
Marshall Lewis is coming into the game for Powell. He's going to come get Ratcliffe.
Yeah, Ratcliffe's been working hard out there. Got a full head of sweat worked up. Here's Bennett Washburn's shots. No, not good. He misses the free throw. Rebounded down court by Stenerson, and a reach-in foul is going to be on McClung, and that'll be Kyson's second foul. Minute 11 to go, and that's the 10th foul. And the Powell player wearing number 10, Stenerson, goes to the free throw line for the double bonus.
Stenerson, a 55% free throw shooter coming into the game.
Shots up, good. And Abe Lopez coming in for McClung. McClung had a heck of a game 2 games ago, and the coach started him at Lovell, and so far hasn't hit the rhythm yet here. Next shot is up and good by Stenerson. So Powell now has 25, and it's 32-25. Stenerson comes out of the game now. Coming back in is, who is a 14, Jace Hyde. So Hyde is now into the game. Here's Lopez. Lopez, bounce pass over to Stauffenberg in the lane. Turnaround jumper, good. Stauffenberg for 2, and he now has 10 points in the game. And it's 34-25, 9 points. Powell escapes the half-court trap. Ball's loose on the ground, picked up by Washburn for Lander. Turnover for Powell, that's their 8th. Here's Guido, brings it down, 37 seconds to go. Guido stops at the free throw line, stops on a dime, gives it to Stauffenberg with 30 seconds to go. Stauffenberg just holding it now. He hands it off, quite literally, to Guido. Guido holds up 2 fingers. That's the play the Tigers have called. 18 seconds to go. Stauffenberg hands it back to Guido. We're down to 10 seconds. There's Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg over to Guido. 7 seconds to go. Guido stops in the middle of the lane, puts up a behind-the-back shot, not good, off of Washburn, and that's the end of the first half of play. Lander with a 9-point lead. Lander 34 and Powell 25. We'll be back with our second half of stats and analysis right after this.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
In the last game played up at Powell, at halftime, Powell had a 4-point lead on Lander. As a matter of fact, Lander trailed almost the entire game until just near the end when they tied it up. Different story here, though. Tigers 34, Powell Panthers 25. And looking at the Tigers scoring, we've got two players in double figures, Brennan Stauffenberg and Tisso Gwena with 10 each. 4 by Donahue, 3 by LeClaire, 2 by Tanner Bird, 2 by Bennett Washburn, 2 by Kyson McClung, and 3 by Abe Lopez. On the other side, Trey Stennerson with 9 points is their leading scorer. Then we have 3 points by Brock Johnson, 5 points by Keaton Roughton, 2 points by Zach Ratliff, and 2 points by Torrin Graham. So that's the score here at halftime, 34-25. And, it's for Lander, it's been a different player almost every game who comes up, because everyone usually double teams Stauffenberg and Tisso Gwena. But each game we have a different player that steps up. Thursday night, it was Tanner Bird and the Brennan who had 14 points each. Last time it was Stauffenberg with 18 and Kyson McClung with 12. And then if we go back a few more games, it was Stauffenberg with 15 and Abe Lopez with 13. So the Tigers are pretty good at getting another player up and in and participating in the game, which is a key to their success.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of coaches, and I know I feel like Lander Valley is no exception to that. They are big in the next man up mentality. Their stats show it, really. No one really leads a lot when it comes to the scoring. So it's a big time thing for them to have the next man up.
Yeah. Okay, and now joining us is Cyril Stauffenberg, head coach of the Lady Tigers. And congratulations, Coach. An undefeated season in 2022.
Yeah, that's it. One of the players actually said that after the game. We don't talk about it a whole lot, but I guess I wanted to talk about the end of the regular season. Somebody said we hadn't lost since last year, which I thought was a good creative way to put it.
that was good creative. Taylene Tendor, another good day. She has 16 here at halftime.
Yeah, she she had 15 at the end of the first quarter in level too. So
That's
I guess
right.
we just need to make sure she's on in the first half, and then we can find somebody else to get us through the second.
Nice scoring by Demi Stauffenberg and Ryan Bell. They each have 13 here at halftime.
Yep. No, it's it's crazy. It's just a tough team to defend because they came out and purposely chased Demi, and then eventually got on top of Megan also, and were chasing her, and then all of a sudden you have two layup shooters shooting layup after layup, and Taline and Ryan, the sisters, then put on a layup show because it's tough to defend. You can't chase a three-point shooter and play help side. I mean, it's just not possible. So and it's good that kids recognize that, and we don't have upset kids that that think they should be scoring. They're just happy that we're scoring.
That's right. Well, it's a team effort.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest things. And that's one of the biggest things with a team like this, when you have 5 kids who can shoot the ball, and not just 5, because Friday does a pretty good job herself.
Yes, she does.
So, understanding, if you take your shot when you're open and pass to your teammates and your friends when they're open, it's a pretty good offense. I mean, you really don't have to focus a ton, just because I think the percentages on our side. I think we have 4 kids in the top 10 on three-point shooting. But not if you're taking 4 shots or you're not taking your shot.
That's right. And making sure the player who has the ball has the open shot. And I think that's really key this year.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we bought into it. And it's not easy because everybody likes scoring. I mean, it's just it's the nature of the beast. I mean, nobody ever comes up and talks about how great that defense was. But, I mean, I do, so that they make sure it gets addressed. But, everybody likes to score, and sometimes it's not easy to make the extra pass because it'd be easier for me to shoot. And sometimes your shot is marginal. If you make the extra pass, it's almost wide open. And we saw that quite a bit tonight as we made an extra pass and Ryan Bell shot 3 wide open layups in a half-court offense. I mean, that's not easy to do.
Yeah, no, it isn't. And she saw that lane and just took it right away.
Yep. Yeah, and she's so crafty. And then on top of it, one of your best defensive players. So all of a sudden, she's taking away 10 points at the same time she's scoring 13, which is, and as you do the math, it's 23.
Yeah, that's a big turn.
Yeah.
You bet it is. Well, now district tournament, regional tournament starts in Powell here this coming Thursday.
Yes, we'll open up with Kimmer, and I think we have Lovell, and I'm guessing Pinedale on our side of the bracket. So it'll be kind of neat to be back to our regional tournament. Last year we kind of had the play here and travel there and play there, and only 2 people got to go and all that fun COVID stuff. So it'll be fun to be back to a regular regional tournament with all 8 boys teams and all 8 girls teams up in Powell.
And so far you've defeated all the teams from the Southwest.
Yeah, we were lucky to make and that's not real common. Even when you are good, it's tough to beat a Pinedale, Mountain View, Lyman, and Kemmer all in basically a span of 2 weekends. So obviously we got to refresh ourselves and go back, and we'll see all those same teams again.
Yeah, everyone's staying healthy so far.
Yeah, we're healthy. We got a couple kids on the bench that have been on the bench for a couple games now with with some injuries, and hoping to get one of them back for sure, and the other one's more probably season ending. But we'll adjust from there, and we'll be ready to go Thursday.
All right, and we'll see you up there, Cyril. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, appreciate it, Ernie.
You betcha. Cyril Stauffenberg, the head girls basketball coach here at Lander Valley High School, chatting with us here at halftime. And we'll take a short break and be back right after this.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Welcome back inside Bob Carey Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Lander Valley High School. I'm Travis Gupton, Sports Director at WYO Today Media. It is 34-25 in favor of the Tigers in this last regular season matchup as they take on Powell. We are 16 minutes away from really the end of the regular season, Ernie.
Yeah, we certainly are. The 1A, 2A tournament is in. We want to congratulate the DuBois Rams, who won the 1A West Championship here in Lander, and to congratulate the Wind River Cougars, who defeated Shoshone 69-51 over in Riverton earlier this afternoon, and they will be the number 1 seed from the 2A. We heard from Kevin Shields and Josh Henninger in Cody. Cody defeated the Riverton Lady Wolverines 60-26, and last time we heard it was tied at halftime there up in Cody. So here we go, basketball in action. There's Zach Ratliff, almost lost the ball, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson does lose the ball. He throws it ahead of Torrin Graham out of bounds. Torrin just was out of position to get that one and led him too much with the basketball. Here comes Tissot Gwinnett to Brennan Stauffenberg. Brennan's going to go all the way, and he's fouled on the floor. So they will not have 2 shots. The personal foul goes against Gunnar Erickson, his first. Tigers take it out with Stauffenberg underneath the Powell basket. Play just underway in the 3rd period. Stauffenberg inbounds it to Gwinnett. Gwinnett does a 360 move, kicks to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg on the lane, off the glass. Oh, there's a little bit too much adrenaline right there. He just shot it right over the basket. That's usually a solid 2. Here's Ratliff. Gives it over to Johnson. Back to Ratliff, who brings it into the forecourt. Guarded by Abe Lopez. Back over to Johnson. Bounce pass in the middle to Graham in the corner. Here's a drive and whistle and a foul on Jace LeClaire, gets his 3rd.
Real quickly, Ernie, I want to make sure that this is known. The foul down on this end was on Graham. Erickson was not even on the court.
Ah, okay. So that was Torrin Graham that picked up that personal foul. Thank you for that, Travis. Okay, here's the Powell Panthers' Trey Stenerson in the corner to Zach Ratliff. No, nice drive by Zach Ratliff, and he draws a foul. And we have a personal foul that's going to be against Ratliff, and that's going to be 4 on Jace. Well, he picked up 2 really quick ones here. He comes out of the game, and Kyson McClung is going to come into the game. There's the free throw that's missed by Ratliff. He only has 2 points.
Yeah, LeClaire not happy with his performance. Coach Mullins has to say a word to him as he sits down.
And the second free throw is up and good, so it's 34-26, 8-point lead. We've played just a minute of the 3rd quarter. Here's Donahue for the Tigers off to Gwinnett. Tissot to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg in the middle of the lane, turns around, he's fouled as he goes up. Fouled by Zach Ratliff, got him on the arm. It'll be the second foul on Ratliff. And Stauffenberg at the free throw line for the Tigers. He is 4 for 5 from the line this afternoon. Shots in the air. Oh, this one too short. Hit the front of the iron, bounced off the right side.
You know, Torian Graham lucky he didn't pick up another foul there. He was in the vicinity.
Couple of dribbles. There's the shot. It's up and good. And Lander goes up now by 9, 35-26. There's a steal by Gwinnett. Gwinnett to Donahue for 3. It's in and out. Not good. Now almost an over and a back that time by McClung. Powell gets the rebound. Stenerson gives it off to Roughton. Roughton back in the corner to Ratliff. Ratliff at the baseline is trapped there. Gets it out now to Johnson. Johnson resetting the play to Stenerson in the corner. Roughton guarded by McClung, looking for someone to throw it to. There's a nice give and go, not good. Graham with the rebound, and no, it doesn't go either. Whistle, held ball, and it'll go to Lander. Well, Powell had a pretty good chance at a couple of baskets there, and they missed both of them. So here come the Tigers now, 35-26. McClung on the far side outside, on top to Donahue. Donahue doesn't shoot many threes. He tried one last time down the court. Here's Stauffenberg. Oh, he got tripped up. No foul called. Either that or he tripped over his own tennis shoe, and then Powell throws it away on the ensuing trip down the floor.
You know, Kellen Donahue, you were talking about not shooting a lot of threes. He's actually attempted 32 in the season, but he's only made 8.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He hasn't made very many. But you have to keep trying, you know. One of these days you'll hit the formula. Here's Donahue again. Over to Lopez. Lopez on top to Donahue. Over to Gwinnett. Gwynna makes a couple of moves. He's in the lane, backs up, underneath, lays it up. Oh, not good. Well, that time was just a little bit too short. And the rebound goes to Johnson. Johnson in the backcourt still. Over to Ratliff. Ratliff's in the backcourt. Now he crosses the timeline. He's going to take it all the way in, up and good. Well, coast to coast by Jack Ratliff, and it's 35 to 28 now. 5 minutes to go, third period. Here's Gwynna to Stauffenberg to Donahue. Donahue cut from the lane. Pass over to McClung in the corner. Now to Lopez. Lopez does that fancy dribble, but he can't shoot. Underneath to McClung, knocked out of bounds by Stenerson. Lander will control it. Gwynna patting the top of his head for the play call. Tissot gets the ball. Inbounds to Lopez on top. Stauffenberg. He waits, hesitates to Lopez. Lopez makes a move in over to Stauffenberg. Back to Lopez. Lopez tries to juke and jave his way in there. It doesn't work. Now to McClung. McClung from 7. It's off. Not good. Rebounded by Zach Ratliff. Guarded by Gwynna. Still in the backcourt. Goes over now to Johnson. Johnson, whistle, and a blocking foul is going to be called. And who gets it? It's going to be Lopez. So Abe gets foul number 2. And not a shooting foul. Third team foul against the Tigers. Second on, or I should say Powell has 2. McClung comes out of the game. Tanner Bird is in now for the Tigers. Inbounds pass to Johnson. Brock Johnson got it on the far side. Oh, he gave Lopez an elbow there. No foul called. Rebound shot by Ratliff. His shot is up and good.
Ratcliffe starting to get a little bit of offensive rhythm in this third quarter.
And we have a foul on the other end as Donahue was making a try for a layup, and he was fouled.
I believe the foul was on Ratcliffe. Nope, it wasn't. It was on, they called it on Keaton Roten.
Yeah, Keaton Roten got it, his second. And now Donahue at the free throw line. His first attempt is not good. Little too weak. It just hung on the edge of the rim and then fell back. 5-point game now, 35-30. Lander with the lead. Second free throw is good. And we have a timeout called by Stu Mullins, and it goes 36 to 30. And we'll be back after this.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Well, up in Cody, it's Riverton 38 and Cody 35 at the end of 3 periods of play. Here it's Lander 36 and Powell 30. And Powell will have the ball. Zach Ratliff to take it out for the Panthers into Johnson. Johnson quickly brings it down the floor. Underneath to Graham, off the glass, yes. Well, that was a pretty good play, and it's a 4-point game as Powell has got right back in it. There's Tissot Gwynna for 2 on the other end, and Tissot now with 12 points. And it goes 38-32. Again, 6-point lead. Johnson has the ball taken away from him, and a whistle blows and a foul on Powell. That's going to be on Johnson, and that will be his second. Well, too bad he fouled. Tigers had a good fast break going there.
I was going to say, the pace all of a sudden just got a lot quicker on both ends.
Here's Stauffenberg off to Donahue. Donahue in the left wing on top to Gwynna. Gwynna didn't take the 3. Inside to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg underneath, off the glass and in. Brennan Stauffenberg with 13 points, 40-32. Tigers back up by 8. Full court pressure in the backcourt. Here's Ratliff. Ratliff gets it down court to Johnson. Johnson underneath to Graham. Graham off the glass for 2. Well, Torrin Graham, who was very quiet in that first half of play, has scored 2 in a row now. Here we go. Tanner Bird has it for the Tigers off to Stauffenberg. He wanted the 3 but didn't do it. He moves instead. Backs his way out to Tanner Bird. Bird off the glass. No, not good. And a foul is going to be called on Powell over the back on Tanner Bird. And it's going to be on Johnson, I think. Yeah. No, 40. It'll be on Graham. And that is 4 fouls on Torrin Graham.
And Graham looks over at Coach Mike Henney, looking to see if he's going to get taken out, and he is. They're going to bring in Washington.
Okay, so the big number 23, Jay Washington, comes into the game, and Torrin Graham, with an unhappy look on his face, comes in. Here's the inbounds pass. Stauffenberg pops a 2. And a timeout called by Stu Mullins. A great shot that time by Stauffenberg from the free throw line. And he right now is at 15 points. Back after this.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Oh, are they? Okay, 42-34. Lander with an 8-point lead. 2:40 to go in the third period of play. Powell will have the ball as play resumes. It's going to be Zach Ratliff to take it out. He has 7 points in the game and is the leading scorer for the Powell Panthers. So there's the play to get down to the half court. Now Sanderson has it in the corner. On top to Johnson. Johnson has the ball knocked away, but he picks it up, and it's stolen away by Tisso Gwinna. Gwinna, outlet pass to Donahue. Donahue over to Tanner Bird in the corner. Lopez for 3. No, not good. Whistle, and it hit the top of the backboard, and that'll be Powell's ball. Nice handiwork there by Tisso to steal that ball.
Yeah, and I don't think that ball touched the top of the backboard. It looked like it did, but it didn't look right.
Well, and there's another steal by Tisso. Tisso has it, lays it up. Oh, he's hammered. He's on the floor. Ball gets away. Abe Lopez has it. Now it's picked up. We'll have a held ball, and we have a timeout. Did they get the timeout? No, they didn't get Stu Mullins didn't get the timeout.
Stu Mullins was jumping up and down, screaming for a timeout.
Yeah, he didn't get it. So Powell has the ball, 42-34, 8-point lead. Here's the play as Johnson comes down. They've changed their offensive set a little bit, Travis. They're doing a little more passing here. Underneath the basket, Johnson can't shoot, throws it over to Ratliff. Ratliff in the corner. Johnson fires a 3. It's way short, not good. Rebounded by Kellen Donahue. Donahue loses the basketball, picks it up, throws it over to Gwinna. Gwinna slows the pace as he brings it across the Tiger Paw. Now over to Donahue on the left side outside. There's Gwinna. He almost did a 3. There's Stauffenberg in the middle of the lane. Lays it up and in. Stauffenberg for 2 more. And the Tigers go up 44-34. 10-point margin and a foul on Gwinna trying to get the ball away. That'll be Tisso's second personal foul.
Man, that was a nice move by Stauffenberg. He beat Washington off the dribble. Nice spin move for the up and score. And then Tisso Gwinna, I love the defensive pressure, but you got to be smart, although it's only your second foul.
There's the inbounds to Johnson down in the corner on the left-hand wing. Goes on top. Now going to the basket. There's a long shot up off. Not good by Schwann. Rebounded by the Tigers. Knocked inbounds and whistle. And over and back, so Lander will have it. That is the 12th turnover by Powell.
And really, you know, any game you're in, you want to keep your turnovers to about 10 or less.
They average 17 a game, so they're behind that average right now. Under a minute to go. Here's Abe Lopez. Lopez at the baseline, traveled with the ball. Turnover, Lander.
Yeah, he got stuffed when he tried to drive, and he tried to pivot his feet to get a reposition, and referees caught him.
10-point lead, 45 seconds to go. Still in the backcourt. Johnson has it, and Tissot is going to get a call. Well, the fans tell you what that call was all about, as Tissot picks up foul number 3. Tissot turned around and gave that referee a look that you couldn't believe. He says, "What, who, me?" Okay, Powell has it out of bounds. There's the inbounds pass. It goes now to Roughton. Roughton on the near side to Schwann. Long pass down court to Stenerson. Stenerson in the middle of the lane loses the basketball, and we have a collision down the court, and we're going to have, what, a jump ball or a foul?
They're going to call a foul.
They're going to call a foul on Tanner Bird, his third.
And you can hear the Lander faithful not in agreement with that.
And Stu Mullins having some words with the official. There's the turnover, another turnover by Powell. Tigers leading by 10. Here's Donahue, takes it all the way. Shot's good! Kellen Donahue now with 7 points, 46-34, and a turnover. Only they're going to give it to Powell. Now I thought that ball bounced off of Powell, but apparently it didn't. So taking it out of bounds is Johnson. Johnson into Stenerson. Stenerson comes all the way down, loses the basketball outside. Shot is up, off, not good. That's the end of the quarter. And after 3, Lander 46 and Powell 34. Back with the final 8 minutes after this.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Well, the Tigers outscored Powell 12-9 in that period. Brennan Stauffenberg now up to 17 points for the Tigers. Tissot Gwinna at 12. No one in double figures for Powell. So here we go. 8 minutes to go in the game. Lander 46, Powell 34. And Lander will have the ball as we start the next period of play. And it's underway. Gwinna holding up 2 fingers. There's the handoff to McClung. McClung in the corner to Gwinna. Whistle and a blocking foul is going to be called on Keaton Roughton, his third.
Yeah, Roughton was beaten off the dribble by Gwinna. Gwinna is so quick with his feet. He's so just overall speed-wise. Anytime you have one-on-one on him, you've got to stay really tight to him.
6th team foul against Powell, not a shooting one yet. Inbounds comes to Kellen Donahue to Lopez. Lopez does another behind his back. He lost the basketball again. Over to Bird. Sometimes Abe gets a little bit too fancy with those dribbles. Here's Tissot Gwinna, and he's fouled on his way to the basket. Won't be a shooting foul, but it will be the one-on-one. That's the 7th team foul against the Powell Panthers.
That's the 4th on Roughton.
Yeah, Roughton now has 4 personal fouls. He's 5 points in the game. Gwinna is at the line for the Tigers with 12 points. He's 2 for 2 from the line, now 3 for 3.
And quickly, Marshall Lewis is going to come in and come get Roughton.
Yeah, Roughton comes out. Gwinna at the free throw line. for Lander. 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Next shot, perfect. So Tissot gets 2, and it's 48-34. 14-point lead by Lander. Powell in the backcourt, bringing down is Schwann. Ball's knocked in the air, turnover, Powell. Lander gets it, Tanner Bird, and Powell tried to take the ball away and stepped out of bounds. Lander will retain possession.
This feels like a very different game, according to what you said earlier, Ernie, from the first time these two teams met.
Yeah, Powell had the advantage the entire game until the last minute when Lander won in overtime. Here's Gwynna. Gwynna outside the arc. Backs it up on the right-hand wing in the corner to McClung. Kyson brings it over, drives in, back over to Tanner Bird for 3. No. Abe Lopez with the rebound. Lopez underneath, lays it up and in. Abe Lopez has 5, and it goes 50-34. 16-point lead by the Tigers, 6:48 to go. Powell breaks and McClung gets another personal foul on the reach-in, trying to get a steal. And that's the 7th team foul against the Tigers. So Brock Johnson going to the line for the Panthers. Brock averages 13 points a game, and so far he has only 3. Shots up and good.
You know, when you have a defensive pressure on the sideline, you don't want to try to reach. You want to try to trap. You want to make sure that you're not reaching for anything. Make him step out of bounds. Make him force out of bounds.
Next shot is good. He got them both, and it's 50-36, 14-point lead. 6 minutes, 42 seconds to go. Gwynna brings it into the forecourt for the Tigers, off to McClung. Now to Bird. Bird on the far side outside, midway between the two lines, to Gwynna on the near side. Gwynna makes a drive in the lane, kicks it out to McClung. Shot is up, and no, too long. Gwynna with the rebound for the Tigers. He's underneath the basket, gives it underneath. McClung lays it up. Oh, he misses the layup. Rebound goes to the Powell Panthers, taken away by Bird. Whistle, and we have a foul called on Powell.
That was chaotic. That was absolutely chaotic basketball for like 10 seconds. Goes, however, in the way of the Tigers.
And Johnson gets his 3rd foul. Tanner Bird at the line for the Tigers. His first trip to the charity stripe this afternoon. And it rolls in and out. Not good. On the one bonus, Powell gets the rebound. Stenerson has it. Kicks it over to Schwann. Down court. Oh, there was an interesting play. There's a shot by Johnson for 3. And a timeout by Mike Henney. And it goes 50-39, 11-point lead by the Lander Tigers. And we'll be back after this.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Well, we've got a 50-39 score, 11-point lead here by the Lander Valley Tigers. 5 minutes, 57 seconds to go in the game. Coming back into the game, we've got Jace LeClaire comes in, and we also have Brennan Stauffenberg coming back in. Okay, so Stauffenberg will take it out to Gwynna in the backcourt. And there's the basketball. Passed over to Stauffenberg, who brings it into Gwynna. Gwynna to Stauffenberg on top of the arc to LeClaire. LeClaire to Abe Lopez. Lopez to LeClaire. LeClaire playing with 4 fouls. Off to Stauffenberg now. Tigers running a wee bit of time here. Here's pass in the middle. LeClaire for 3. It's short. It's an air ball. Pulled out of the air by Torrin Graham. Graham down court to Stenerson. Stenerson all the way. Takes a shot up. Not good. Rebound by Stauffenberg. Outlet to Lopez. We've got a 2-on-3. Lopez all the way down. Whistle, and he palmed the ball again.
He not only palmed the ball, he carried the ball behind his back.
Yeah. Very energetic player is Abe. There's the inbounds pass. 5 minutes, 14 seconds to go. Tigers 50, Powell 39. There's a long pass down court to Graham. Graham can't shoot. Now off to Ratliff. On the far side, there's a shot for three that goes up. Off, not good. Rebounded by Graham in the middle of the lane, and he throws it away. 4:54 to go. Lander leading 50-39. They've got the ball in the backcourt. Here's Gwinna. Gwinna to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg over to Gwinna. In the first game, Powell was the team that had the big lead. There's a shot by Stauffenberg that's too weak, and it's rebounded by Powell. 4.5 minutes to go. Underneath the basket, shots up, and foul by Lander on Stenerson. And it goes against Brennan Stauffenberg, and that is his first foul? Yeah, it is. Brennan's first foul, and so Trey Stenerson at the line looking for his 10th point of the game, and he does not get it. Yeah, in the game at Powell had the lead like this all the way through the end of the fourth quarter, and then Lander caught up. Roles could be reversed this time. Shots up, not good. Rebound goes to Johnson to Powell. Bounce pass over in the near side to Lewis. Lewis shots up and good. Lewis gets it, and it's 50-41. That's his first basket of the game. 9-point lead now. We're halfway through the fourth and final period. Here's Jace LeClaire playing with 4 fouls. LeClaire, he just dribbled it away. Lost focus on that. Down here's Johnson, and a foul on LeClaire, and he's fouled out of the game. Did not have position. And Jace is gone. Coming in is Tanner Bird to replace him, and Jace gets a little round of applause. He ended the game with 3 points, and he fouls out with 4:03 to go.
Johnson almost jumped over.
Shots up by Johnson, not good. Rebounded by Graham. Back to Johnson for 3. He got it.
We got a ball game now.
And it goes 50-44. Lander, or 50-46. Lander by 4. And we'll take a break and be back.
The team at Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
3 minutes, 51 seconds to go. Lander's 14-point lead is now down to 4, as Powell has outscored Lander 10-2 here in this, 10-4 in this fourth period of play. Here comes Tissot Gwinna off to Brennan Stauffenberg. Brennan calling some directions, gives it off to Gwinna. Gwinna at the baseline, backs his way into the lane, can't shoot, off to Lopez, on top to Donahue. Back over to Lopez, 3.5 minutes to go, off to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg to Tanner Bird. Bird around the top to Gwinna. Back over now to Donahue. Donahue had a lane for a second to Lopez. Lopez backs his way in but doesn't shoot, pops it off to Tanner Bird. Tanner gets it. Now in the corner goes Donahue. He pops a 3. It's good!
That's a basket that the Tigers needed in the worst way.
And it's 53-46. Here's Stenerson down court. Almost threw the ball away. Picked up by Ratliff. Ratliff in the middle of the lane has stripped by Stauffenberg. Turnover. Stauffenberg all the way down to Gwinna. To Lopez. Oh, it's not good. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Well, that was one pass too many.
Yeah, absolutely. That should have really been Abe's shot. Maybe Tisso Gwynna's shot as well. Could have been either or.
Yeah, that's right. Here's the inbounds pass. Bird has it in the lane, lays it up and in. Tanner Bird for 2. And it goes 55-46, back up to a 9-point lead. We're down to 2.5 minutes to go. Down court, ball's knocked out of bounds by Stauffenberg, and we have a substitution coming in for Powell. Schwan comes in. Schwashon. It's a different spelling name. SCHWSCN. All right, here's the inbounds pass. It comes in to Ratliff. He pops a 3. No, not good. Rebounded by Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg had the ball taken away from him. He lost his focus. There's Ratliff with it. Now it goes on top of the key. Back over to Ratliff for 3. Got it.
Yeah, that's not the guy you want left open. They got lucky the first time, didn't the second.
Well, I tell you what, you can't lose your focus. Stauffenberg had that and eased up, and then the ball was taken right away, all the way down the court, and he draws a foul. And it's going to be on Graham, and that's 4 on Graham, I think.
I think that's 5.
Oh, is that? No, they called the ball. Who did they call the ball on? Yes, 5 on Graham. He fouls out of the game with 6 points at 2:03 of the period, and at the line is Brennan Stauffenberg.
And that's really a big foul out for the Panthers because he was taking control of the inside for the Panthers. First one up and good by Stauffenberg.
And he is now 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Another one coming up for Brennan. And he got that one too. 57-49, an 8-point lead with 2 minutes to go in the game. Timeout called by Powell, and we'll take this timeout.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal and Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Welcome back inside Lander Valley High School. It is 2:03 left in the fourth quarter, 57-46 in favor of the Tigers.
Powell has the ball in the backcourt after the 2 free throws by Stauffenberg. Lander on a man-for-man defense, and they almost have an over in the back. There's Johnson. Johnson in the corner on the far side, trying to get something done. There's Ratliff from 7 feet. No, not good. He gets his own rebound off the glass and in. Ratliff got his own rebound, and it's now a 6-point game. 57-51, a minute and a half to go in the game. This one's going to be tight. Here's Lopez, lies it up and good for the Tigers. They didn't challenge him at all. He had a full lane to the basket. Okay, Powell comes back, a minute 20 to go. There's a shot up by Ratliff. It's up, off, not good. Stauffenberg high for the rebound for the Tigers. 59-51, Lander with the lead. And we have a timeout called.
That's a foul.
No, we have a foul called. Where'd that come from? Oh. Foul goes against Ratliff, and that's his 3rd. And going to the line, Tisso Gwynna. Tisso tonight has 14 points. He's 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. Spins the ball, bounces it 3 times, spins it again. Shots up, good.
We think, there we go.
There we go. Well, it looked like it was going in, and then it decided to take a spin around the world. And then it finally dropped in. Thank you, gravity. Next shot by Gwynna. Perfect. He got them both. 61-51.
And he almost got a turnover.
A 10-point lead now by the Tigers with 67 seconds to go. Okay, there's the inbounds pass. Powell needs to score early here, fast. They're in the forecourt. Marshall Lewis gives it over to Johnson. Johnson in the corner to Ratliff. Ratliff almost traveled. Yeah, we're going to have an offensive foul, player control foul. And it goes against Ratliff. And that's his fourth. So the Tigers have the ball with 51 and 9/10 seconds to go. Mike Henney doesn't believe it. Okay, here's the inbounds pass to Gwynna. Gwynna fouled right away by Johnson. And that'll be 4 on Johnson. And that's the 10th foul on Powell, so we'll go into the double bonus.
Tisso Gwynna, a 67% free throw shooter, so really not the guy you want at the line if you're Powell.
Tisso, a senior, was all conference last year, didn't get to play in the state because of the COVID cancellation. Bingo, nothing but net.
He looks so calm.
Tisso now with 17 points. 49 seconds to go. Next shot. Oh, this one rolls out. So it's 62-51, 11-point lead by the Tigers. Down court, Brock Johnson in the middle of the lane. Back over to Johnson. Shots up and it's off, not good. Tip is up, not good. And we have a foul on whom? 24, it's Abe Lopez, gets his third. So going to the free throw line is Marshall Lewis. Lewis has one basket in the game tonight. And 37 seconds to go. Go ahead.
And as the first one is up and good, remember, should Lander hold on and win this, they'll be the number 2 seed in the 3A regional tournament next week.
And Powell slips to number 4.
Yeah.
Next shot, you got them both. So it's 62-53. And we've got 30 seconds to go in the game. Here's Gwynna. Gwynna double teamed. Whistle, timeout called by Stu Mullins at just the right moment. So let's take a quick break and we'll be back with the final 30 seconds of this one. Lander 62, Powell 53.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Well, Kevin Shields just told us that Riverton has defeated Cody 58-54 in a real close game up in Park County. So congratulations to the Wolverines. And here the Tigers have a 9-point lead with 30 seconds to go. There's the inbounds pass to Gwynna. Gwynna hounded by Johnson. Gwynna on top of the key, gives it over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg is fouled with 20 seconds to go by Jet Schwann.
And again, really, looking at the stats here, this Lander Valley team, they're pretty good when it comes to free throws. Stauffenberg is a 63% free throw shooter.
Yeah, Stauffenberg at the line for the Tigers with his pink tennis shoes. Good.
Those are nice. I really like those.
It's a 10-point lead, and Donahue comes out of the game for the Tigers. Gets a nice ovation from the home crowd. And now we have Stauffenberg got it in the next one. So he's only missed 2 free throws all afternoon. 20 seconds to go. There's a long one from outside, not good. Rebounded by Tisso Gwynna. Tisso with 10 seconds to go. And Lander's just going to dribble. Oh, Tanner Bird wasn't ready for it, and it got away from him. 2 seconds, 1 second. There's the game. Lander 64, and the Powell Panthers 53. And the Tigers clinch second place in the Northwest Quadrant and they will be the second seed on the opposite side of Worland up there. And this is what Coach Stu Mullins wanted the entire time. He wanted to get a second seed because he knew Worland was going to be so tough. You don't want to be the third seed and have to play Worland on that side of the bracket. So the final score, Lander 64 and the Powell Panthers 53. Lander goes to 9 wins and 11 losses on the season, 4-2 in conference. Powell slips to 11-10, and they are 2-4 in conference play. Coach Stu Mullins and Mike Kinney exchanging some friendly greetings down on the floor, and Stu's going to come up and talk to us here on the radio in just a second. Cyril Stauffenberg comes over and gives him a big hug. And, yeah, here we go. Here comes Stu. Let's see which station he goes to first. Stu coming up. And, oh, he's going to make an announcement.
Hey, Coach Mullins here. I just want to thank all Tiger fans for coming tonight. That was awesome. Thank you. You gave us a huge boost.
All right, so he thanked the fans for coming up today. And why don't you hand him your headset there? Nope. Yep, there we go. Okay. Well, Coach, I asked you this in Lovell when we won, but it was like, I think, our first conversation after I started doing the Tiger games. And you said, well, we've got a young team. We graduated 5 seniors. I'm hoping we can get second place in the conference. And bingo, here we are.
Yeah, credit to our guys. I mean, we made it interesting there. And good team, though, and obviously they're out one of their best players in number 30 who didn't play tonight. And they're a dang good team. We're about as even as it gets, and so, yeah, huge to get that 2 seed. You stay opposite of Worland, and I like our chances going down there next week.
Yeah, and it's going to be in Powell, and you've played there, so it's a familiar place to play. The Tigers did something that they didn't do at the first game in Powell, and that was they came out strong.
Yeah, we did, and. Brendan played a heck of a game, and early foul trouble for Graham, was difficult for them, and, we knew we had an advantage in there, and Brendan's just playing awesome, playing like a man, and so, really proud of our guys to come out, no stagnation and getting after it.
He really hit the boards hard, especially in the second half.
Yes, he did, and we talked about it. Graham just kind of pushes you underneath and gets a lot of rebounds that way, and so you got to just stand your ground basically, and just hope that other guys can run around and box out and get rebounds with him, and for the most part we did a pretty good job.
Yeah, Abe Lopez had another energetic game.
Yes, he did,
and he scored quite a few points. He ended up with 9 points in the game. Let's see, 3, 5, 7 points in the contest.
Yep.
And he is a good ball handler, but sometimes that ball gets away from him.
It does, trying to make a play, but, that was a huge bucket there at the end.
Oh, boy.
And to extend that lead, and no fear from him, absolutely, and really proud of him.
Well, I tell you what, the entire team came up. You had 7 players in the scorebook tonight, maybe 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 players in the scorebook tonight. And it's that support you get off the bench that really helps the team.
Yeah, absolutely. Adjusting the lineup a little bit. It's nice having Tanner come off and be a threat. He's a good offensive rebounder and finishes okay around the basket, and just another long defender in that zone, which we really had to play against them. They're very good one-on-one. And you saw there early when we tried to man, we just couldn't keep in front well enough, and so our kids did a good job of flying around and making it difficult.
21 points tonight by Brennan, 17 by Tissot, 2 excellent big scores when you needed them.
Ernie, I thought that might be what we look like all year long, but it comes at a good time, and we're just getting some confidence, especially on the offensive end. To score 64 points against that team is impressive. They're a very, very good defensive team, one of the best in our league. So, it was just a great win for us, and good to see the ball start to go in the basket.
Well, Coach, we'll see you down in Powell here at the end of next Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be in Powell,
and we know we're playing Kimmerer.
Okay.
Yep. And so. we'll have to get ready for their size and just keep continuing doing what we've done up to this point. These last few weeks, just continue to play well.
All right, very good. Coach, go give the boys an attaboy.
I will.
And we'll talk to you up in Powell.
Okay, sounds
right.
good. Thanks, guys.
You bet. Okay, Travis, your thoughts?
Yeah, so that was really all we thought it was going to be between these two teams. Both teams played really, really well. It was really a game of a lot of things, really. I felt like that the Tigers did a really good job on the defensive side of the ball. Like Coach Mullins was saying, to score 64 points against this team who does not allow a lot of points really at all is really impressive. And it looks good, to have this Lander Valley team getting hot and scoring as when they did.
Powell had two players with double figures. Zach Ratliff ended the game with 12, and Brock Johnson ended the game with 11, and that was under his average. So the Tiger defense, as Coach Mullins said, was a big key to tonight's game. So Brennan Stauffenberg ended the game with 21 points. Tissot Gwynna had 17, and then we go all the way down to Abe Lopez, who had 7. 3 points apiece by Kellen Donahue and Jace LeClaire. 2 points apiece by Tanner Bird and Bennett Washburn and Kyson McClung. So the Tigers will play Kemmer in the first round up at Powell next Thursday. We'll have that schedule for you. And there's the Tiger players over there getting their photo taken underneath the basket on the home side in front of the big Tiger. So the Tigers, started pretty slow this year, and they've come on. They now finished 9-11 and 4-2 in conference. You can't get much better after such a slow start.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's good that they have gotten hot when they have. You finish off the season really well, and you're going in a number 2 seed. Again, like Coach Mullins said, you want to kind of avoid Worland right now in the first round, but you got to feel good if you're Lander Valley.
Final score, Lander Valley 64 and Powell 53, and you are listening to our Click It or Ticket post-game show. Thanks YDOT for their support of our athletics here. And, it's going to be an interesting time. We're going to travel on the road up to Powell. And the Tigers have won there before. It's a bright orange arena. Everything is orange up there. So it's going to be good. We'll have that full schedule for you of all the teams. But right now, what I can tell you is at the 1A, 2A state basketball tournament, the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs, who finished second in the Western Regional, will play at 9 o'clock Thursday morning, and that will be at the Ford Wyoming Center. At 10:30, it will be St. Stephen's Girls playing at Casper Natrona High School. They were the 4th place team in the West Region. The first place Wind River Boys will play at 1:30 p.m. at Casper Natrona. The Shoshone boys will be playing at 7:30 p.m. at the Wyoming Ford Center, and the Du Bois boys will be playing at 1:30, and that is all these games Thursday, and that's at the Ford Wyoming Center. So Lander wins today, Riverton wins today, Wind River wins today, Du Bois wins today. The Lander Valley Lady Tigers won their 15th in a row this year, and it's a good day for Fremont County sports.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a busy last couple of days. Officially, stat count for how many games I've done in about 3 days is 9 now, but it's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun doing it. It was a pleasure joining you. And
only 9 games? Is
I know,
that all
right?
you did this week?
Yeah. No, not just this week.
Or
in 3 days.
This 3 days.
So
that's the joy of the 1A, 2A tournament, because we get schools on both sides, and you do get to do a lot of games, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of fun. I really have enjoyed it, and I want to take a moment to say thank you to everyone who sent me a text message and wishing me well, and also telling me that that I'm doing a good job. I really appreciate that, and it's been a pleasure. First full season under my belt now.
Yeah.
Regular season as sports director here. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, you're doing a great job, and you can read Travis Gupton's articles on wyotoday.com and in the Riverton Ranger and Lander Journal, and also hear his broadcasts every day on the Wind River Radio Network on the 5 stations. You've got the broadcast there. So you've been a busy guy. It's great to have you on board. Let me tell you what, it's been a great relief.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's been an absolute honor working with you this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Travis. Again, our final score. Oh, wait, we need to pick a player of the game. And who do you think would be the player of the game today for the Tigers?
Oh, man, put me on the spot, why don't you? I think it has to go to Tisso Gwynna. Gwynna, like you said, ended with, I believe, 18, 19 points, somewhere in there. But it was defensively that really stood out to me, so I'm going to go with Tisso Gwynna.
So Tisso Gwynna is our player of the game. And the final score again, 64 Lander Valley, 53 Powell. I want to express my appreciation, or our appreciation, to Kirk Baxter for his engineering help to get us on the broadcast here this afternoon. A special thanks to Wind River Radio Network General Manager Kevin Shields for the opportunity to do these games. And, of course, for our Tiger Sports sponsors. Without your help, we wouldn't be able to be here. So on behalf of Travis Gupton, this is Ernie Over bidding you a pleasant evening from Lander. We'll see you on the radio up in Powell. Drive.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to